The sky grows dark, decay underneath. The ravens in the sky, and kings shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We'll fight, dark age, for Ragnarok. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. The sounds of arms, fierce morality. Nightfall, the rain, and the silence bleeds. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We'll fight, dark age, for Ragnarok. Sail war. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Valhalla Esports Season 4 Finals. Let's get hyped for the matchup between HYG and Bomba Bros. Our casters tonight are Malco
What's
and
good?
Modlock. How you boys
How's
doing?
it going? How's it going?
I just gotta do it again though. Choo, 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 choo. You ready to go, baby? That's how you look at it. This is the season 4 finals, baby. From the start to the end, the boy bands themselves, HYG versus the Bomba Bros. I've been looking forward to this. The moment that we knew that this was happening, I have been in my head wrapping around like what's gonna be the big game of tonight. And you know what? That's what it's gonna be. Potential for a 5-game series, one hell of a time. You guys could be literally sitting in your seats wondering at the edge what's going to happen. And both of these teams right now are looking like an absolute killer finals to have. As we said once again, it is HYG versus Bomba Bros. Real quick call out for the different positions. As we do have on HYG, we have top lane Perfect, jungle HYG TJ, mid HYG Bonkers, ADC HYG Jeffrey Crazy, support HYG Marbra, with the Bomba Bros having top lane Bomba Delicious, jungle Casual Plebs, mid F-Bot ADC Will Poco, and support Too Good for Lima.
Oh, my boys HYG from Zero to Heroes. Last season at the bottom, now here they are, all the way at the top. I'm interested to see if they can finish it out here. They wrap it up, get a dub. Zero to hero. Although I did sub for Evbot's team for the Bomba Bros here, and I do have a little bit of a soft spot for him. So I'm trying to exercise my my professionalism and not have any favoritism.
I think I find it crazy because last night we actually found out what the split was, and it was 66. I think it was 67 to 33 split in the favor of Bomba Bros for the pick'ems. So a lot of people are right now expecting that Bomba Bros are actually going to end up taking this overall win. But like for me, I honestly think we're looking down the barrel of a potential 5-game series that's really going to be a nail biter.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I'm not seeing any clear. Like looking at this, like I'm not with the audience on that. I don't even think it's a 70-30, even a 60-40. Like this is gonna be close. HYG have the boys that have been playing together for years and years, and then you have the other team with that raw talent of Wheel Poco in the bot lane, who's been mopping up bot lanes. But it's really gonna be can the teamwork prevail type of thing here.
Oh, and also a shout out. There is a watch party going on for anyone who's in the Discord who wants to all hang out together, get hyped for all these games. Check it out. I believe it's in the League of Legends chat, and people should be in there currently. So feel free to jump in and have a nice, fun time as we get through these games.
If you are of age, I think last year they did some level of alcohol-related activities in that chat too for the.
Oh, and here we go into draft number 1.
Already?
Oh, let's go. The boys are already getting right into it.
You can't even hype it up enough, man.
And I'm loving this. We got the chat in the middle so people can actually start to interact a little bit more. This is awesome. I love seeing these kinds of things. And so I believe the draft has already completely started. We should be getting into that now. There we go. So we do have HYG on the blue side, Bomba Brothers on the red side. As you can see, the HYG boys ended up banning out in the first phase. Jinx, Ivern, and the Zeri. We do have Bomba Bros. Yeah, they really don't want the Jinx or the Zeri going out and allowing Will Poco to have that potential hyper carry. But then we also have for the Bomba Bros, they're banning out the Ashe, the Vi, and the Nasus. They do not want Perfy on that potential split push carry, seeing that in the last series, he ended up getting 996 stacks before the end of the game. Couldn't end it on that 1,000, but he was damn well carrying up in that top lane with that split push. So let's go ahead and see, we go. Actually, we're waiting to see more of these top lanes.
I was literally gonna say
my bad.
that Caitlyn, that Caitlyn is gonna come through. I was surprised they didn't ban that, but they plan on first picking it, so that makes sense.
Yep.
So
Husky, just ask people. There should be a link down below if you want to get in the Discord. Let's go check it out. Thank you, Salt, also for the Prime and the gifted sub. Giving Husky that Prime, so you're getting 2 times the love from Valhalla Esports, guaranteed for 30 days.
The love, welcome.
Are we getting the Bomba Bros? Are these guys just matching like lane for lane right now? We had Caitlyn get picked first. Bomba Bros then follows with the MF and Leona. Braum Jax then picked up for HYG. Finalizing the first round of picks is going to be the Alawi for Bomba Brothers. So we do see here that we have the bot lane plus top side already picked out for both of these teams. They're combating each other at the realm. I think they're really going to start pincering in on these mid lane picks, as we do see the Aurelion Soul banned out by Bomba Bros, the Vigar banned out by HYG. I won't be surprised if another mid laner ban comes out right here. Which honestly, that would probably be the best thing to do at this current moment, is try to get rid of a lot of those mid lane champions. Just kind of put people, like, just pincer them in. Make sure that people can't play what they're going to be comfortable on, and get these games as exciting as possible.
I'm pretty excited to see this top lane matchup because Perfy plays Alawi as well, so I'll be interested to see if he knows how to play into it as the Jax pick early to take advantage of that knowledge factor. Not a lot of people play Alawi. That's a rare pick for somebody to consistently play.
Honestly, I'm not really surprised, especially into Jax. You want to be able to duel that out, and Alawi can get extremely scary out of nowhere. Yeah. And then we see the Rammus picked up against this primarily auto-attacking team. So this is going to be a lot of fun for them. And then they need another auto-attacker picked up in the Trundle by HYG. But Trundle, a very comfortable top laner for Perfy up in that top side. Even if he starts to lose a little bit, he has the mentality to be able to keep himself in the game and then eventually win it out, as we saw in the last series. He went 1-6-12, I believe, on the Trundle, but they were still able to win the game overall. So we should be expecting something good here from HYG, as the Taliyah Talia is currently being hovered, and that's actually a very comfortable pick for HYG. I wouldn't be surprised as they lock it in here, and we're waiting for that mid lane pick from Bomba.
I'm not sure how much I like that though. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a lot of tank on the side of Bomba and Talia. I mean, she just hit a little bit of a nerf recently. To her damage, not too significant, but in terms of a hyper carry mage, kind of the only AP on your team into this really tanky team, and she's got a lot to shred through. If they build just all armor, it's gonna be up to that Talia to do a lot of work in these team fights.
I think in conjunction with the Trundle, that should be a little bit of help, but
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
most part, it's definitely gonna be something that we shouldn't discount them on. And I think it's actually Jack's jungle. So just to correct myself, it's gonna be a Jack's jungle Trundle top. It could possibly be switched between TJ and Perfy. We're not entirely sure right now, but I think the likelihood is gonna be the Trundle up in the top side.
Cassiopeia pick coming in there though. That's okay. That's hyphy. That's hyphy.
I like that. I like that mage carry pick, especially considering I believe with Cassiopeia not being able to get boots, she just has a scaling movement speed, so she has the potential to build significantly more raw damage. So yeah, that's gonna be like that's honestly the more I like to call her the more skilled Vigar in a sense. Because if you can actually get she basically just builds so much AP that she just starts to shred through everything. And the poison ticks plus Leandri's Blackfire Torch. Oh man, this might not be very fun for HYG, and we should be seeing a poll come up as we do have who's going to win in game 1.
These fights are going to be a scrap. Every fight, you got a lot of tools. Although I'm curious if HYG doesn't have some trick up their sleeve here with those picks. Do they send the Trundle and Jax to split push? Do they hit them with a 1-3-1 type of deal?
Be sure to get all your gambling in as well. We have the prediction up for game number 1. Who do you think's going to take first blood as we get into the series?
Oh, who's going to take first blood?
We got first blood.
That's Bomba Bros.
Well, first blood is in the game, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, who's gonna take? That'd be a real cool thing to bet on. What? Dude, we're about to start putting parlays into Valhalla. I'm so down for it. What? Parlays in Valhalla? Let's go.
Oh my god. What a time that would be.
And again, as we're doing the draft, if anyone does have their Prime or wants to give us a sub, we greatly appreciate it, and it helps support the league.
And then as we
big
in the
chunk
top
coming out, 31K from the Salt, voting for HYG, believing in the Backstreet Boys.
I might have to bet against the Salt just for the odds.
Taking the odds, baby.
As Bomba Bros just starts to climb right up.
I literally dropped. You read my mind. I literally dropped it on the opposite. Although not with as much confidence as Salt. I didn't go with it's all in there.
I have a really hard time when I look at the two compositions up against one another. Just look at the way that Bomba Bros composition is set up. These guys were like, hey, we just watched LCK, LCS. We just watched some type of team competition, and we got this idea of a comp from like season 7, season 8, season 9, whatever. Like just in general, they were just watching something, and they were like, hey guys, let's try this out. If you wombo combo any of these, and MF has just in general is building items, she's gonna shred through their whole team, especially once they get toward the mid game where she starts to get more of those lethality items, if she still builds lethality, if I remember correctly. But I do know the collector's in that build, and if you're held down long enough and she gets a full ramp bullet time, they layer CC properly between Leona and the Rammus and the Cassio. They just have so many different avenues of victory for different fights. And even if they miss one, they have another. They miss another. They kind of still have those abilities. Where Talia, her CC is a little bit more situational. Braum he has obviously the concussive blows, but then also his ultimate. We are really hoping that the Counter-Strike is going to be a really big stun onto 2 or 3 important members at the same time for Jax. But that's about the limit to their CC that they have. Versus Leona, who's a literal stun bot. the taunts from Rammus, the inescapable miasma. You can't flash, you can't blink, you can't dash, you can't do nothing once you're trapped in it. And then her ultimate, if she catches you with the petrifying gaze, there's just so much that can actually go on for the side of Bomber Bros. I personally would actually put my vote on Bomber Bros just from that alone.
If it's going to be up to the Braum to hit those big shields in front of the MF ults. If the Braum can get in front of those MF ults to block the bullet time, he's considered a direct counter to her for that reason. But yeah, like you're saying, they have so much utility on top of that to make that almost impossible. And then you have Jax Trundle that want to run at that team, and you have a Cassiopeia that's going to make it impossible for them to jump, make it impossible for them to run. Yeah, I don't. I'd kind of side with you there. On my money would be on Bomber Bros as well, just for the difficulty of the team fight. It's going to be much harder for HYG to pull that off.
And that's the thing, though. But the reason why I think it's possible for HYG to pull it off is because they are a team that is notorious for playing in these solo queue type comps and then eventually being able to win it out somewhere else on the map. At least that's what's been very consistent for them this season. So if anything, right now HYG is playing a team comp that is to their strength. But when it comes to, securing objectives, meeting up at the Grubs, meeting up at the Herald, the Drakes, the Baron, are you going to be able to team fight against a MF, Leona, Cassio, Rammus? And then if Alawi catches all 5 of you in the middle of a team fight, well, guess what? Ult heals, and then she's just absolutely unstoppable. And we've seen what a 1-in-6, for some reason, 1-in-6 Alawi becomes unstoppable out of nowhere. So we're like, we stomped the Alawi up in top lane. That's great. And then she comes barreling at you in the middle of a team fight, and everyone's getting shredded. She's not losing any HP, even with Grievous wounds somehow applicable. It's just like, what is going on? So Bomber Bros definitely wanted to make sure that they picked. I feel like Bomber Bros was picking a team that was going to be good for team fight, but good against HYG. But HYG made sure that they stayed comfortable with their particular composition.
You gotta play to your strengths.
So it's going to be strength versus counter.
If they can't fight them, they have a really good comp to make it impossible to fight into. You have the Talia Caitlyn for range with the Braum to protect them in the mid lane, and you could double split, make it literally impossible for them to macro manage enough to even fight you and try to create advantages that way. Because the team of MF Cassiopeia kind of needs to scale into some items there to do damage, whereas Caitlyn's going to be a pain in the butt in the early game alongside the Talia once she hits that lost chapter.
Welcome to the Discord, Husky. Happy to have you.
Awesome.
So hoping his 30k ban will work out for the savvy investor.
I want to see who plays to their strengths more here. I'm hyphy for it.
Let me know for the chat. I'm gonna try to leave it up for the game, and I think this will be a good spot where I won't be in the way. But if anyone's getting annoyed by it, just let me know in the chat, and we'll work on it.
I'm so annoyed by it.
Well, too bad.
Hold on.
I'm really excited.
Here for the boys.
Hey, he's got to share for his boys, man. He was a member,
Was or is? Did they disown him?
Well, I think he's still like one of the boys, but he's not like on this particular.
Yeah, he's not on the squad. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, I tried to take control of those time controls there for the spectator. That I was wondering why my buttons weren't working there for a minute.
Everybody, hang on, I'm lagging.
All right, so we do see Bomber Bros, all 5 immediately going towards the bot side. So I expected an invade from Bomber Bros team, the type that they have. You have a Leona and a Rammus. It kind of be almost criminal not to at least attempt something, especially with Caitlyn slowly walking up. But nicely done placing the ward down. So if any of them do try to walk up, at least the information is given, and then Bomber Bros potential invade will be completely for naught. So let's see if they can actually. They did pretty good.
What do you call this when you don't invade? You just kind of like wait for the. Is it a wait invasion? Like what is that? A defense for like?
It's normally stacking a bush.
Term? Yeah,
are we invading or are we stay baiting?
Yeah, I like stay baiting. Yeah, I like that. Something like that. We need to create a term around it.
It's a trap.
Because stacking to me is like what you do like midway through the game when you catch somebody off guard. We got to come up with our own Valhalla coin term for waiting for the invade.
So we'll get a vote in. We'll get a vote in eventually, but I'm voting for stay baiting because it's just straight. Oh gee.
What is happening in the chat? I look away. I look back. We've gone completely off the rails.
Because it's the finals. You gotta go off the rails, man. Just like how this
guess.
game is probably gonna do exactly the same. Honestly, game 1's gonna start off so tame, and then probably like game 3, it's gonna be an absolute fiesta.
Yeah, once people get a little bit of confidence in them, you know, they're a little nervous beginning of game 1. Got to shake off the final nerves.
Oh yeah, to be expected. Again, like you said, it's the finals. You want to be able to win this, and I like it. Send them to Ragnarok. Demon already getting into it, man. He's already feeling the Valhalla spirit. I love to see it.
Double bot lane leash. The jungler's gonna be both path into top side.
I like seeing that Rammus is kind of hanging out towards this bot
Level
side
2?
because the vision is gone. So, yep, hitting level 2. Casual plebs,
Here
not
he
seen on
comes.
anything. He's going to be able to come and wrap around. Seems like Lima stepping up. Gone right to the the Braum. They're going for Jeffrey Crazy. Attempting to go ahead and catch him. Marber now having to block away, using the flash, getting back under his tower. Taking away the flash early from the Braum. Nicely done by Casual plebs on the side of Bomba Bros.
He got that flash, and the Rammus didn't even go taunt. He didn't even have the taunt. And they wanted none of that.
Oh, a little bit of a trade here in the mid lane. Nicely done by both mid laners to go ahead and start taking a little help from them. Perfy now feeling comfortable up against this Lowy.
Both these mid laners are going to have a hard time trading into each other early just due to mana constraints, but looks like Talia's just chunking them though, so maybe not.
She's chunking, but I feel that the sustain, at least the mana sustain, will be a little bit easier for Cassiopeia due to starting the tier first instead of going the Doran's Ring route. So that's actually a fairly easy thing for her because she does need to keep farming with that E, like the QE combination. So
you almost can't trade before that first back because you just go and like 3 E's. So you almost need that tier, like ASAP.
Absolutely necessary for Cassio, but
some good trade.
Also, at least what I really do like about the tier rush is that once you do get the Archangel staff, it's kind of like almost another safety net where you don't need to build Zhonya's immediately. The shield can be so helpful, and Cassio in general, her items generally get her a lot of health too, so she becomes deceptively tanky even later on in the game. So if top lane doesn't first blood, I'm a riot. Man, people really want to see they want to hear me say the solo dolo up in the top side. So all right, Bomba, Delicious, and Perfy, give me a fight. But instead of it being a fight, he's channeling in. He's going in after Perfy, able to stop him with it, but the taunt bringing him in, slamming him down. Perfy trying to get away, gonna have to keep stepping away, and ever so slightly, just barely gets away. And we do have a drinking game rule. If they barely get away like that, you do gotta take a drink. So if anybody is of age and following the rules, there goes one. But nicely done by Casual plebs to try to use the flash to get into range, taunt, and make Perfy utilize his ghost to get away. They could definitely make another wraparound gank like that. And with the TP now being burnt up, it's really good to try to go ahead and make Perfy expend any more. While he goes immediately in on the Jeffrey Crazy. It's too good for Lima, able to hit that EQ. He's able to back away, but nice chunk of damage right onto Jeffrey Crazy.
Yeah, it was a good punish. As soon as the Braum went to ward there, they recognized it. The Leona didn't hesitate. Nice little free chunk.
Lima is actually a really good player in that sense that they've always been good at recognizing when it's good to go in, and knowing that Marbra is a very much more support or roam heavy support, they're going to be able to utilize that a lot in the bot side for the side of Bomba Bros. So if that's going to be the case where you constantly see those angles, it's like the point guard, you know? You constantly see those angles and shot for passing the ball. Well, if Lima's going to be constantly doing that, man, it's going to be kind of rough trying to have Marbra constantly roam, and that's how HYG wants to play.
Yeah, of course. Try to spread their lead around. Oh my god. You see, I could see there Perfy, by the way. He knows this Alawi matchup because in these trades, he prioritizes the tentacle when he can, when it's not under turret. And most people prioritize the champion or the minions or anything except that tentacle, and Perfy knows, if I get rid of that first...
Ooh, goes in, slowing down, trying to get a little bit more. Caitlyn using the high caliber net to be able to get away. TJ, though, is actually there alongside, but now we do have a fight going on in the top side. Perfy being taken a lot, but the level 6 jumping on the bomb. Delicious trying to chase him down. Can't go anymore as he's directly under his tower, but we have a potential fight about to start in this bot side. Perfy and Bomba Delicious still going at it, and the directed camera feels that it's still worth it to keep chasing it down too. But now we're going down to the bot side as we have a 3v3 as the bot lane and junglers are right here together. Talia now coming in on down. The Weaver's wall gonna be able to get some people to back away as TJ is fighting down on the bot side there, trying to take down the Caitlyn. But we do have right here in the middle, Tuga for Lima, trying to get a little bit more, getting stunned up. But everybody, this is such a huge fight. Oh, coming up first blood, going to the support for the side of HYG and more being slated. HYG, Marlboro's going down, double kill going right over to Cassiopeia, and she's trying to chase down even more, trying to get down, trying to be crazy, using the flash, trying to chase down even more. Bonkers gonna be slain down, triple kill, quadra kill, so early in this game for the Cassiopeia on the side of Bomba Bros. Absolutely insane.
Oh, the quadra, that's on a Cassiopeia. Oh my lord.
That was a rough start.
That's so rough, and she literally just came back with the lost chapter and then just racks up 4 kills.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
just
man.
wow.
Now people are gonna riot everywhere died except for top lane.
If top
That
lane
was-
doesn't get first blood, we riot, and then it's like, wait a second. So we got an inadvertent caster curse from Husky here, or we got an audience curse because it just ends up being an absolute
The opposite.
fiesta in the bot side.
Oh my god.
Or in the mid lane, trying to get that dragon. And I do like it though, even though HYG lose the fight, they're still first right back to the Drake. Maybe it's because Bomba Bros doesn't feel like it's important to prioritize the Cloud Drake first, but it was just really good to get those 4 kills onto your mid laner.
Yeah, he immediately went up for the grubs instead, the Rammus.
Yeah, good cross
Yeah.
net play there for Flips.
How much now does the Cloud Drake give you individually? A single Cloud Drake, do we know how much that gives you in like out of combat move speed? 5%? That's alright. That's, you know, it's not 100% worth it, because 5%, especially early game when you don't have boots or anything like that, you know, it's not really going to give you that much. And if I'm not mistaken, Cloud Drake does the most damage, right, still, for dragons? Or did they change that? Somebody in chat, hit me with some correction.
Although I can confirm 5% is indeed not 100%.
It is not. As we start seeing Evbot showing off that damage that he has with the full Archangels completed. Well, he doesn't have the actual Archangel, but jumping in perfect, getting absolutely obliterated. Bomba Delicious able to take that kill with the help of his jungler. Nicely done for the top side now. We're getting this Alawi Ari ramping up. Hold on, TJ here wants that shutdown. Evbot might need to have to utilize something. Gonna be taken in, uses the ult, but not enough. Big shutdown going right over the Bonkers there. Nicely done on the to get some of that gold right back to them, and still keeping the lead somewhat within them, as it's only 500 gold difference between these two teams.
Yeah. That was the Cassiopeia got a little cocky with that 4-kill lead early, but the immediate punish by TJ there, I like that. And he got the shutdown onto his mid laner, so that Talia can still have some leverage in his lane. It's not going to feel so oppressive.
Talia now going to be able to at least get a little bit more. So, and we were already seeing how much she was chunking without utilizing any real items to herself. So
she sold her Dorns. It looks like she has a whole Blackfire torch.
all right, so the early Dorn sale, not so bad. Sometimes you want to keep that just for the extra, like that little extra variable of numbers. You never know if that extra, like, you know, 10 AD might make a bit, or 10 AP might make a chance, or make a difference. But for the most part, it's looking like right here, Perfy though gonna be taking a big chunk of damage. Bomba Delicious really fighting him up. Oh, and look at this. We literally have Evbot and Casual Plebs right behind him. This is not gonna be fun. He has no flash, no ghost, no way of getting away. Is he gonna be able to do it? Jumps in! Slam dunks RKO from out of nowhere as Casual Plebs is able to go ahead and dunk on top of Perfy. Another kill going towards the top jungle duo up in that side for Bomba Bros.
Oh man, at least he got a flash in and all out of it on the side of Perfy, so at least getting him to expend a little bit for him.
I'm telling you, this is something
DP's
that
up at least. Oh, he's electing a run. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. I'm actually surprised that he decided to just... I guess maybe he doesn't feel like it's necessary. He wants to be ready for a potential team fight if it does end up happening. So...
Yeah.
It might be worth it to actually save it. But for the most part, I think right now I'm loving how they're playing this game, because this entire time they have not allowed Marlboro to really roam the way that he wants to, and so it's already starting to show how the lead is starting to be lost a little bit from HYG, as they don't have the ability to be able to play. But hold on one second, a dual fight going on as Perfy is just getting absolutely slammed and hammered by these tentacles up on the top side. Just utilizing that ult did so much damage, and now Perfy has to be careful. Oh, bullet time used, I guess, just to clear the wave. They want to be able to get a fresh back here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep the MF off tempo with that passive struts she gets when you recall to base. You clear a wave like that, she'll be flying back in no time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Another tentacle caught. That's just perfect. I feel bad. This has got to be really annoying to fight up against.
It's impressive, man. Is that a control ward of his or something, like under that turret?
I
I saw like 4 little health tips.
Control ward.
Yeah, why does he have that control ward under there? That's kind of...
Did they have a Lee Sin I can't see?
They have an invisible 16 member.
Yeah, or like a Jax. Like, it seems like maybe the Jax was hopping to it.
Actually, could he hop to an enemy ward? I don't think he can. Oh, hold on. We got a fight starting.
Yeah.
Big Leona ulti able to land on the side of HYG, just actually caught out. This is gonna be an absolute shitstorm as Bombadilicious is able to take out TJ, but the Braum getting another kill for himself as he's able to take out F-Bot. This is actually a nice turnaround as the TP's being used, and it's gonna be the Taliyah. Oh, trying to take in Bombadilicious. Perfect out here, trying to get the revenge as he's able to take out Bombadilicious. Nicely done, HYG, to be able to turn that around after such a great start by the side of Bomba Bros.
Securing themselves 3 grubs.
That was actually really well done. That might have been a mistake there, MF. Will Poco gonna have to go ahead and flash, but Marbra now being caught out by Too Good for Lima. Perfy is also here too. Gonna ahead and go trying to take this fight, but Casual Plebs gets taken out, and so does Perfy too. And more members now are here as Jeffrey Crazy is trying to help out, but now being slowed up and slowed down, getting stunned. Flash in, E gonna take it as F-Bot's able to take out Jeffrey Crazy. TJ now having to run for his life as the Rammus is chasing him down. Not gonna be able to secure all those grubs, but at the very least you were able to take a couple. That's gonna be one.
Yeah, I think that's one. Yeah.
Dang, 5 for the side of Bomber Bros, 1 for the side of HYG. That's unfortunate to see. Jeffrey Crazy really wanted to try to help out there, but it ultimately ended up getting him caught out. All things used couldn't live as F-Bot's able to take that kill off the back end. 6-2-1 right now on this Casio. It's going to be very hard to fight against that now.
I'm interested to see, are they going to go for this dragon right off the start? Which team? Now, neither team has cooldowns. Do you fight for the dragon? It is a mountain. That's a pretty valuable dragon.
I think for the team with the more tanking people, they definitely want to prioritize this. You want the Rammus and the Alawi to not have to not deal with getting the free stats of like armor magic resist would definitely be extremely helpful, and same with the Leona too.
Yeah, so the Leona W with that is just so hard, man.
Sickening. I like seeing that. Perfy is still willing to sit here and fight against Alawi right now, but it does seem with this Iceborne Gauntlet, it's kind of being proven difficult for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Bullet time! Very big! Landing on the 2 members. Braum able to use the Unbreakable, but it's not going to be enough as Esbot goes on a killing spree, being able to take out both Caitlyn and the Braum. Even though the MF is taken out, there's still 2 members of HYG being taken as TJ and Bonkers get slain. Another quadra kill for the Cassiopeia twice in one fight. Oh man, where is this even going? Bomber Bros able to get the quadra, able to slay Perfy up in the top side with the solo dolo going over to Bombadilicious and taking the Mountain Drake. This game has blown absolutely wide open.
Yeah, that's gonna be a heck of a sequence of events to come back from if you're the blue team here. HYG's got their work cut out for him now. That went from doable to it's just a steep hill now.
I feel it in my heart right now for the HYG boys. That was very unfortunate, especially when they were even like some fights where it was started by Bomber Bros. You saw the glimpses of them being able to win these fights, but I think right now at this point, this Casio might be just a little too big.
Yeah, you gotta prioritize her in these fights. If they can get rid of her, maybe they can get the gold off the team, maybe win a fight. Try to hope she makes a mistake.
But it's kind of scary though, because they're sitting at about 5k gold up, but even with 5k up, the only shutdown that's currently being seen is literally on the Casio.
On the Casio, yeah. All your eggs in one basket.
It's unfortunate because it's not like, oh, MF also has a shutdown, Rammus has a shutdown, Alawi has a shutdown. Like, there's multiple avenues of gold to be able to come back. Of course, they have the objective bounties from the towers, but these guys are not allowing them to take any towers. They are absolutely, like, we're right now seeing, we saw a solo top lane just happen out of nowhere from Bombadilicious taking out Perfy. And then, as you can see right now, TJ being ganged up on as he tries to take the Rift Herald, gonna be slammed on, able to use the counter strike to get himself away. Now, Bonkers going ahead and taking a lot of damage, but also dishing out a lot of damage onto Cassiopeia, but Cassiopeia dishing it right back. Absolutely gonna be taken down. The poison takes him. F-Bot going godlike, and this Rift Herald was just a simple little leash for the side of Bomber Bros, as they're gonna be able to take that Rift Herald away from HYG.
Oh my gosh.
This is...
Hey, that team fighting we were talking about going into the matchup, you're seeing it come out for these objectives, how hard it is for HYG to fight around all the CC, all the stuns, all the fact they have 2 damage threats. It's exactly as we kind of predicted going into this, that difficulty in team fighting.
This is exactly what I was expecting once the... You mentioned it that HYG does have the avenue or the ability to be able to just be like, oh yeah, we can kind of like split up their team, make it so that they don't have an easy time team fighting, and then from there they should be able to win the game from that. But they're not able to split up the map properly the way they want to, and it's not leading to the plan that they were hoping to have. And instead, it's just now Marbra, not knowing that Alawi's actually here, gonna step up, and here she is using the ultimate, drops on top of him, and the bullet time comes out. And that's going to be Jeffrey Crazy losing his life to Bomb Delicious, but now they jump right on top of the HYG, and it's going to be Will Poco getting absolutely shredded as TJ's able to take him out in the backside. Cassiopeia, though, trying to take out more members as she's all over for the bottom, but then we do see Tuka Falima going to be taken out as TJ is able to take another kill, but it's also Bonkers getting slain. HYG losing 3 members, 2 members on the side of Bomber Bros being taken. That's just unfortunate, as they're going to summon the Rift Herald on this bot side and start opening up this map even more.
Trying to get that bounty in the mid lane, though. You know, a 3 for 2, it's not the best outcome, but you take that if you're the blue team. You know, you're getting at least some gold.
Right, they get some gold back. They can at least get this objective bounty in the mid lane.
A little,
it's all on Jax, but at the very least, it's going somewhere. They gotta at least start to claw some of this back. Still 5k behind, as they're able to get the second charge and a bunch of the little grublings all onto that tower there. They're really trying to end this game. But it seems like right now it's just going to be them backing, resetting really quick, and then Bomb Delicious probably going right back to split push duty.
Do you get more of the little voidling things there when you ram them into the turret if you have more grub stacks?
I think it's stacks based on stacks, yeah.
Okay. Stacks on stacks, one would say? On racks?
Racks on racks on racks. Please don't copyright.
It wasn't terrible for HYG. They got a couple towers. They got 1 mid, 1 top. So trying to claw back some of that gold lead.
Your Discord,
YouTubers. Oh, someone.
Well,
I'm not the audio technician.
I need to leave it.
Is there feedback?
I'm muted, so I know if somebody's talking. No, it's just notifications. Spirit is messaging me.
Oh, okay. Right now, big slam on the Casual Pledge onto HYG Bonkers. Gonna end up losing his life as Casual Pledge is taking that killing spree. Gonna be chasing down Ignited. Boom! Solo Dolo down as F-Bot goes legendary, taking out Jeffrey Crazy in the bot lane. Yeah, making him feel like a real 80 carry there.
Just dismiss that, Caitlyn.
Oh my god. This is not, I don't think this is the game 1 that HYG was hoping for. Because this right now at 20 minutes is not looking real fun.
HYG, these mid items, look at that crap. She's got the full tier, full Yandries, and full already halfway stacked Rova. Talia hasn't even stacked the tier yet.
She's still, oh man, that's this is what it feels like to be an ADC main, guys, because yeah, if you're constantly getting barreled down, that's what's going. And that's the thing too. They kind of played a decent amount around hold on. TJ found Lima here, but not enough members around for either side. So I think both of them. I'm glad that both of them just decided to back away instead of just pointlessly chasing down someone. It's a 3-item cast. Haha, the ADC copium isn't necessary. Listen, man, you gotta remind them that it's just that role. It's being an 80 carry. That's just what happens.
I just like how laughably fast you can dismiss that role when they're behind you. See the Caitlyn, you just hit him with 1 Cassiopeia Q, like 3 E, she's just gone. Just dust.
It was literally just not even an ignite either. It was Leandri's taking her down. I thought that was ignite because it's just a little animation on her. Like, no, it wasn't even ignite. But this is Bomba Delicious now. Doesn't need ignite, and he just needs to get the solo onto him, and boom goes the dynamite as Perfy sent right back to the gray screen once again.
Yeah, Perfy's gonna need to try to play it slower to get that Triforce at a minimum.
Yeah, he never popped his ult to try to live. He was trying to force out the Illaoi ult, but got ran down.
I feel bad because they do recognize that because Perfy is down, it'll be extremely hard for the members of HYG to fight them. Baron is looking like an open take for the side of Bomber Bros.
I pick ADC in every roll and win.
Oh, see, look at Bomba Delicious is just like single-handedly keeping the team away from them.
Oh
as it's gonna land big old bullet time, but it's gonna be stopped. The Baron was just the bait as they're attempting to get the fight. Ebot's now here behind and able to get him as he goes legendary. That's gonna be perfect though, taking out Bomba Delicious. And so more members now trying to go ahead and get taken down as they're trying to find this fight. Bomba Delicious, Bomba after Bomba Delicious goes down. Another kill goes over to Perfy. This is a double kill. Will Poco trying to do more damage. Ebot going legendary and is still taking them down. Will Poco nearly taken out, but gonna be able to barely escape as Jeffrey Crazy is now being chased down by Casual Plebs, and Ebot gonna end up taking his life as Ebot gets another double kill. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of the fight. All that's left is Bonkers. He's looking to try to get something done, but it might not be enough as he looks for Ebot. Seraph's gonna be able to save him. Now there's a fully stacked tier versus now a new fully stacked tier, but it's gonna be the ace as Ebot's able to take out Bonkers. This is not gonna be, I don't think this is gonna be a good Baron take for either one of these two teams, but they're still gonna try for it anyways, and that is an ace for the side of Bomber Bros, and I think they potentially could take this Baron right here now.
Yeah, that was... Oh my gosh.
Will Poco down? I was so scared for him, he almost lost his life right there.
Salt says that. I'm actually kind of surprised. You know, I really expected the strategy to go through Wheel Poco, but then FBot picked up, you know, talk about AD carry. FBot picked up that quadra early. I mean, the 17-2 Cassiopeia just...
Yeah, when your late game champ has 10 kills in 15 minutes, you're gonna play around him.
Yeah, they said, we don't even need you, Wheel Poco. We'll just... You play assist, man.
And it's actually really, oh, hold on, Bomb Delicious now, he wants to find Perfy, he wants the smoke, and he's bringing him the whole barbecue, chasing him down as Perfy, trying to get a little HP, trying to absorb, but it's not going to be enough as he's trying to walk away, able to barely get away, literally with probably single-digit HP. Nicely done by Perfy to be able to play that fight and get away. I think those extra 2 kills gave him some extra items that he needed.
Yeah, he's got that Trinity now, a little bit of something. Who said winnable? Somebody typed winnable in here. Yeah. I bet you. I hope that's what Blue Team's saying right now.
I mean, if there's you'd be surprised by how sometimes people throw with really big leads like this. I've seen some teams come back from like 14K behind. As we have TJ and Perfy now, Delicious gonna have to just end up accepting his fate as he gets smacked down and sitting right back to his base. HYG TJ taking down Bomba Delicious.
That's some extra time for Perfy to push that wave up, too, because he's got that tier 1 already. Oh, the all-in, though.
Behind out of nowhere as they're attempting to get the rest. F-Bot once again going legendary, able to take him out. Wow. Will Poco going to be taken out by Bonkers there, though, as they are able to trade 1-for-1. Both AD carries going down.
Jack's flashing on MF to get that kill. I'd like to see him use that for Cassio.
Hey, when you see an AD carry, you kill an AD carry, alright?
Full speed ahead. Flash in, able to taunt. Now everyone is just stuck. Objective bounty claimed, but not when the rest of your team is being claimed. Another kill going right over to the F-Bot, but then Casual Plebs is also able to take one for himself. More members of HYG just being dropped. Casual Plebs on a rampage, and now this Hex Tech Drake looking like it's going over to Bomba Bros.
Perfy did get a tower on the top lane, so still trying to get those side lane objectives going. But yeah, it's gonna be tough, especially with this Hex Tech Soul go over. It does so much.
No, this is definitely
so
looking
like.
So are we looking to start talking about strategies for next game, or do we still see who in the chat says winnable still? Because I honestly.
Well, I think a certain somebody put, what, 30,000 on the team that should be saying that right now, so I hope he is.
Still holding on to his points with sweaty hands.
Yeah, he's clutching his pearls right now.
Got the purse in one hand, the pearls in the other. Like, I got this.
Literally sweating. Yeah.
This is what it
out.
looks like. Oh no!
The catch out though.
Hold
the
on, he's
caster
gonna at
first.
least try to go, but he's utilizing TP coming in. Does he have the flash? He doesn't have it, but able to get a big stun on him. Not gonna be able to take him down. Bombalicious gonna be able to get it. Perfy able to take out the big shutdown onto him, and that's gonna be Bombalicious able to take at least one with him, and that's gonna be a double kill as he's able to take out TJ as well. But Braum once again taking another kill from Jeffrey Crazy. This is, I feel like, the regular thing for Jeffrey Crazy. He just tries to secure these kills and he just can't for himself. It just
instant.
But Casual Plebs just sees the members and he wants to go after him. That's Bonkers going down, and Jeffrey Crazy now looking like he's next. But Marbra with the flash W able to go in, put up the unbreakable, completely protecting his ADC. Nicely done. But that's now doesn't mean anything, as they could still just push this next wave right into their tower.
That hesitation to kill the Cassiopeia, they were trying to bait her ult out. That gave that Alawi time to TP in. That would have been such a good play if they were able to just get that Cassio. That Alawi double kill basically saved Red Team from any sort of potential comeback there. That could have been dangerous.
Honestly, I like the fact that Wiley called it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 1,000 golds for the Trundle, which is great. But then once Alawi came in, was able to get that double kill, it completely changed the entire feel of that fight, where it was like, oh, this is a great victory for TJ and the rest of HYG. It ends up becoming now, oh wow, either you were even at best, and at worst, Alawi just showed that they can literally be stuck in a 2v5 and then absolutely be able to at least take 2 members with them. That's not what you want to be seeing.
They got something off it too, so it's because of that those 3 members dead.
So HYG, as much as you might feel that was a win, now TJ being caught in between 2 different members, as now 3 members are chasing him down. The jungler's going up, and boom, as Bombalicious sets off the bomb, and the fuse is lit, and it goes down. TJ being taken out, and now the rest of the members are now here trying to make a fight happen as the ult is now being used. Marbra trying to get taken, but Will Pogo gonna be able to take that kill. No collector either. Casual Plebs ulting in. Big ult coming out as the bullet time leads to a double kill for Will Poco. Casual Pleb's gonna lose his life to the Talia, but at what cost? As Bombalicious and Will Poco now trying to go ahead and fight out a Perfy, but here is Lima trying to help save Bombalicious, and he's able to do it so hard so far, but not gonna be able to get it as Bonkers is now being chased under his own tower. Gonna be able to hit the E, not gonna be able to get the stun off though, as Bonkers is able to help and stop the absolute onslaught. But what they didn't realize is that F-Bot was in that bot lane the whole time, taking towers, and that inhib nicely done by Bomber Bros.
Oh my. Every time I think, I'm like, maybe Salt shouldn't give up yet, Bomber Bros just does something else. I thought they might overcommit for that dive, and they just take a bot lane turret and inhibitor. Very smart playing from Bomba.
I want to hire Wiley for being the off, he's the person who's been watching the off parts of the fight for us, and so can we have him hired as a play that person who just puts that stuff in the chat camera. He's our other spectator.
Hired for $0. Let's go.
There you go. We'll get this is the one person we'll give some we'll give 15 days of love. How about that?
We'll roll out the carpet of Freelo.
There you go, right there.
Work up the contracts for your no money paid.
So we have somebody in the chat, first time saying HYG has come back from larger deficits, and I love seeing the I believe.
I love the first time chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just, you read that, and then I looked at the name, and I just, I don't know how much I trust that claim coming from a mighty poop sock, and I don't know.
This might be one of the burner accounts here. One of the HYG boys is on a burner account right now for us.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Perfy grabbed off another tower. Looks like he's gonna get collapsed on though.
Yeah, but I'm liking this now. They're starting to at least be able to execute the plan that they wanted to. Start drawing their attention towards the side lanes as we get 2 of the members there. Perfy and Perfy gonna be drawing out Casual Plebs and Bombalicious as they split up the team. Will Poco getting a lot taken out, but the ult coming out from F-Bot not gonna land on anybody, but instead Will Poco able to land a big ult on the members down there as he goes on a killing spree, able to take out the Braum, and then Casual Plebs gonna be able to take out Bonkers 2-0 right now as Bomba Bros are looking to take this soul. Hextech
Soul, I think, is the most dangerous, and it's a 3-stacked. Oh boy.
Oh boy, a 3-stack, and now they're chasing him down. Jeffrey Crazy taunted up, stunned and locked. Not gonna be able to get away. They just want to give that kill to one of the carries. As Bomba Delicious now goes on an killing spree himself. 11, 4, and 5, 6, 2, and 20, 19, 3, and 7, 4, 3, 15, 0, 2, and 22. These guys have absolutely padded the stat line. He couldn't get 2 kills per minute, but at the very least, we got a hell of a banger of a game.
God, yeah, we're almost there. God bless.
Someone's
That's a 31-minute game. That didn't feel like 31 minutes. That's yeah, shipping out to sea.
Nicely done, flashing in, able to at least catch one member. Tupac Lima brought back in. The 4 members now chasing him down. Lima might have to lose his life here for the rest of the members to be able to get away. Bonkers able to take that kill. Nicely done, as now he's going in. He's really looking for it, but that was a big mistake. Bonkers, why?
The TP though, the TP.
TP coming in perfect now, looking for Wheel Poco, but Wheel said, I'm turning around. I'm walking away. And now the rest of you are just looking at the rest of my team. F-Bot's below you, and he's going after. Gonna be Delicious and F-Bot taking those kills. The rest of the team being slain. As so many members, the TP now coming in. Yeah, at this point, the game's over. Able to at least get something. Flashes in onto Jeffrey Crazy. Is he gonna end this game with no kills? Unfortunately, that's the way it's looking, as the ADC of HYG was the last standing member to try to save him. The salt, I'm sorry, but that's negative 30K. That's what happens when you invest in the crypto that is the HYG boys. Game 1 going over to Bomber Bros.
If that would have went in a little bit longer though, Caitlyn hit that 0-10 power spike. If it works like Yasuo, dude, she was about to go fucking off, man, on that next life.
GG Bomba Bros. We don't say that, Ray. Don't say that, Ray. There's no sweep incoming. That's not happening. That's not happening.
The tradition continues.
The tradition continues. There's no
part of that
tradition anymore. That's the worst part. It's just
were you on the fun or the no fun version of that?
I was on season 2, so I want to say it might have been the fun times.
You were on the fun, the 3-0, not the 0-3.
Oh no, I was the 0-3. I got 0-3.
Oh, no.
I got absolutely no. We unfortunately got absolutely scraped that one. That was when I realized that Bentage, don't ever underestimate Bentage on Xerath.
Yeah, Bentage, man. Bentage.
Well, real quick, that last game, man, 70. Oh, so many points. Thank you so much.
We got a donation from Salt. Oh, for the 30K? Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, too. I voted for the other team.
Gotta do my part and get to the poor.
Can you see the 11? Can you see who all won? Like, who picked Bomber Bros?
Can you see? You can't see everyone. You see the highest one, which was Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, which was Blitz.
I know. I made sure I put that in there because I was just like, yep. This is what I need. I need some points back because I've given up way too many bets and then cast a curse myself right into losing. So
heck yeah, I got another 15. No, I got over like 2,000 skulls from that. So thank you, Salt. You know, I got more to gamble with this game.
Right, I can actually put 2 G's up. I actually got 3K from that, so I can actually put 3 G's up, put it right back out there.
Just out here living the good life.
All right, so oh, it's just like are they going already with the next draft? My God.
They set up the lobby. They have the draft ready to go. Just waiting for it to start up, and we'll jump on into it for game number 2.
These guys are quick with it. They really want to get these games rolling. I think that both these beginning of the game was being played very well. That just unfortunate quadra kill that happened, and don't forget there was 2 quadra kills for that Cassiopeia in that game.
Demons just rooting for Garen.
Dude, listen. At this point,
the draft for game number 2.
At this point, with how simple Garen is, I think it's actually worth it.
Oh, it's viable. It's definitely pickable. It's nonsense right now, unless they've nerfed it since like last week.
Casual
no
plus
snake.
8.1K for his
I
own
just want
victory.
you guys to know that we're not getting that F-Bot Cassiopeia again. That's not getting through the rest of the series.
First ban.
See, this is the thing though. I don't think it was necessarily. It's just that she got ramped up so early. if they just didn't, if that didn't happen, I don't think we would have seen a game that goes off the rails like that.
Yeah, that was, and like, not to happen once, but you got 2 quadra kill. The fact that not just all the gold off the start, but then all of the remaining gold kept going to her, it just kept snowballing her.
And I like seeing this Bomba Bros love changing their name every single time. This time we got the Bomba Brats up in the top side of that, on the blue side this time. And Leona being the very first pick. Once again, Bomba Bros, I think, trying to emulate the same composition as last time. They saw that it was a win and they're going to try to take it. I wonder what they're going to do for the mid lane pick this time around. Considering that really strong Cassiopeia was now taken, they would probably need something else. Vigar is still left up though for a pick for both mid laners, if I recall correctly. So that might actually be a contentious pick for both because that baby cage is extremely strong.
We got a
shout
TikTok.
out. Beard made us a TikTok, so if anyone's active on there, I don't know what all you young folks are up to these days, but check out all the clips we're gonna get up there from these games.
Oh, that's gonna
Tickety-tockety.
be sick. I like this. The Zeri being picked up as in response to the Rel and Kaisa. That's actually going to be really good. Zeri can just kind of zip themselves away from certain engages. And I believe that's one of Wheel's big picks that they don't usually let him try to get. So I'm actually very curious because I know Zeri's gone through a lot of buffs, nerfs, different types of changes. She may be super strong, but I don't want to just name that off.
Apparently, the Zeri is really strong because of the way she currently synergizes with the newly changed Static Shiv. Apparently, goes very well with her alt, which is why people generally like to pick the Zeri. But I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it personally.
Ooh, the ASOL for HYG picking it up before the second round bans this time.
Soul was such a big factor in their last series. Oh man, that's good. That's big for HYG to be able to get that pick for themselves. Nicely done as the Mumu's picked up for Bomber Bros. Okay, so they forgo the mid lane pick, and that's why the Vigar is now being banned. Jax is now banned by Bomber Bros. They don't want to deal with the potential flash engage from the Jax jumping on top of people. Alawi not allowed for the top side of Bomber Bros either. Delicious not allowed to get that pick, and I'm waiting for Bomber Bros to do their final ban, but they definitely probably want to target that mid lane again. No, they don't. Oh, not the mid lane, sorry. They probably want to target the top lane, but instead they're going to target the jungle, and they want to get rid of TJ's Rek'Sai.
I love the Amumu pick. It's one of my favorite champions in these competitive 5v5s. Just the amount of space it creates with your ult is just insane. It's going to synergize very well with the Leona and the Zeri, all with their AoEs.
I was gonna say that's why I'm really happy that HYG did not let Vigar go through. Because if you can allow for that much space control between a Vigar and an Amumu, you might as well just say that you lost the game. But TJ being able to pick up the Murder Deer in Lilia, and then we have the immediate Bomba Bros Yone Mordekaiser picks being picked up here. Not the same type of composition exactly from the last game, but definitely very similar in the sense of there's a decent amount of team fight here, and I do like the fact that Mordekaiser becomes one of those bullies that if he gets fed enough, the Set Daddy, that's going to be fun to go up against between Set and Mordekaiser. That's going to be a duel and a half. But this is looking like an absolute insane different types of compositions. I'm excited, and I think HYG definitely has a lot more fight in them this time around.
A lot more damage, yeah. The Yone pick is really, I like the Yone pick. I'll be interested to see if the person on the side of Bomba knows that you can nullify the Lilia sleep entirely with your E. Yone can be completely unaffected by sleeps, Zoe Bubble or Lilia ult by just pressing, utilizing his E, his snapback correctly. So that could come in huge for some of these fights if the Lilia hits a big ult.
This is actually gonna be huge. I really like the fact that there's a lot more team fight composition this time for HYG between suplex Set. I love saying that. Lilia with, like you said, the big sleeps. Aurelion Sol once he gets the Stardust stacked. Oh man, this is gonna be absolute insanity. Honestly, I kind of want to go the HYG boys this time around, just for that one factor that they literally have so much better team fight composition this time around, and it's not a whole lot of just, like we're gonna play for split push. Now, if Set wants to split push, he could split push. but he has the potential to also be a big team fight factor. And I'm sorry, but I've seen Set do like 2,000 to 3,000 like true damage out of nowhere with that big old punch. So honestly, I think Bomber Bros has to be a lot more careful this time. Don't let that win that seems so easy go to your head this time around, and instead just play it a little bit more methodically, especially since you made a team composition change where it's not as easy to hit it. You don't have a point and click taunt anymore. Now you have to make sure you hit one of the 2 charges of the bandage toss. You don't have as big of a team fight or like as much as lockdown as you do with Yone versus a Cassiopeia. You don't have as much team fight prowess as you would with a Mordekaiser versus the Alawi. So there's certain things that they're gonna have to change around with how they approach this game, especially since now HYG has the ability to really team fight.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, everybody can get their predictions in. Right, meow.
Right,
That's how it
meow.
was put up. I'm going to go big or go home and just stick with the Bombas. I'm going to go with Ray's 3-0 tradition here, and I'm going to put 5K down on the Bomba Brats.
I went with HYG. I really like their change up. Went with a lot more comfort and things we saw. Well, that worked really well in the semis. So, hoping for that extra League of Legends action, pushing past the 3-0s of the past to bring us to a longer final
Break the
series.
curse.
I believe
So
the curse breaking.
I'm gonna let my bias be shown because I used to be on a team with one of the HYG boys. Smoothie, respect to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and go the HYG boys just because again, it's even though I have a little bit of bias towards them, and they were one of my favorite teams to watch this season. It also like no joke, it's just so much better this time around. Like it feels way more cohesive to look at their team. Like if you just read down the 2 teams as you can see them, the way it reads down is on Bomba Bros we have Mordekaiser top, Amumu jungle, Yone mid, Zeri in the bot lane, Leona in the support role, while you look at the side of HYG with Set top, Lilia jungle, Aurelion Sol mid, Kaisa bot lane with the Rel in the support role this time around. It's just completely just think about teams from game 1 to game 2. It's completely different.
I mean, and they have so much damage. My only issue with HYG that I'm a little bit worried is hopefully they understand that their team is a little bit more late game with that Aurelion Sol and Kaisa both needing to start stacking up the Stardust, stacking up a couple items on the Kaisa, because if they try to fight that first dragon or 2, you could run into another quadra kill special there pretty quickly. The Yone with the Leona Mumu damage early is going to be really hard to fight for those early dragons and objectives with. So I would tread carefully in the early game, and then once this comp comes online, I think HYG could be pretty dangerous.
See,
I'm
and
trying
that's
to
the
help
reason
you
why
out some with those donations, Salt. I put down 10K.
I was gonna say I feel like it's a little bit interesting that we're looking down the barrel of a potential HYG like win, but for what it is, you're saying that you want them to kind of like be careful, go into it that understand it's late game more oriented for them. But what I really do like about HYG particularly is that they have been always known as an early game team, and I think that right now they're gonna try to tighten up their early game a little bit more, because when HYG gets started in the early game, if they transition it well into mid game, more than likely I want to say it's like a 70-30 split that they're winning once they actually transition into mid game, unless they completely throw or falter. KB, unfortunately the Poppy pick was not picked this time around. Maybe we'll get in a game 3 or game 4, because we at least we're more than likely getting a game 4. I feel the energy right now in the room. We're getting a game 4.
In which
KB
room?
always upset when Poppy is not picked up.
God. I feel like Poppy's a pretty good pick right now to play that, top jungle and support pretty confidently. Depending
I
on who
was
you are.
so hyped when the Poppy rework happened, because I remember the
Poppy
days of
equals
old
mommy,
Poppy
set equals
when you
daddy.
could just pick the weakest person and just be like, yep, the rest
Yeah.
of your team can't do nothing to me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. The old good old days.
You need help, Jelly.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how HYG pulls this off. I'm very hesitant on them maybe making a couple mistakes in the early game and then making that late game, like you said, the mid game transition a little bit harder for themselves. But if they can get through that early game with maybe some help from the Lilia and the Rel just to kind of ease the pain there, help them farm, it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm nervous for them. I'm not on their team, but I'm nervous for another quadra kill.
That's what I'm more concerned about actually is not just the quadra kill, it's the It's more of the fact that if Lima can prevent Marbra from roaming once again, that's like a really big thing. And I believe Marbra pointed it out yesterday in the Seer interview that we had when we had Wheel, Marbra, and Bonkers on last night. And Lima actually ended up joining in out of nowhere too, because he's wearing the 3-0 shirt. And oh yeah, if you guys didn't catch that, I forgot to mention. Right now, Lima is literally wearing a 3-0 shirt for the Bomber Bros, saying that they're gonna go 3-0. So yeah, if they don't go 3-0, everyone go at him in the chat.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he's gonna have to
Everyone-
get a new shirt.
He's probably just gonna spray paint like a 1 or a 2 over if they end up winning. But like, it's just really funny because I just thought about that. They are really shooting for a 3-0. Like, they really want to make sure they clean this up, sweep it out. I wouldn't blame them, especially considering that they are up against, like, this team is gonna be significantly harder for this game too, I feel. Oh, there we go. We got it up on the screen.
The classic shirt.
Husky saying Bomba better sweep. I love it. It's new people already in, and we got so many. We already got fans in the chat. We got people already cheering for different teams. Like, this is awesome. I really like this, man. This interaction. This is the stuff we like to see, guys. And don't forget, before we get completely into this game, and right now we're already seeing this time Bomber Bros once again doing a 5-stack on the blue side, and we do see on the red side their standard 5-point play as they usually do. So they're trying to take it really safe. I actually like the Invade team better this time around for the side of Bomber Bros versus the type of Invade team that they had last time, because they had the Rammus. But you can get the double bandage toss onto somebody, you're guaranteed at least a flash.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't look like they're gonna go for it though.
Come on, man. You guys have everybody rushed down here for nothing. Give me something exciting before the first minute.
The ye old stay bait.
Yeah.
The ye old stay bait, guys. Good old stay bait. I love it. We're already coining this. Let's do it. First blood for TJ this game. Is he going to be giving the first blood or getting the first blood?
Could be either, really.
TJ's so, like, but that's the thing, though. It's something that, like, you can almost bet on because of how he's a really... That's why people ban his Rek'Sai, because he's such an aggressive early game jungler, and it actually can really throw you off having a jungler who's able to be like, level 2, I'm ganking, get ready.
We can add that to the parlay here. That can be another
No joke.
Jungler be involved.
I'm about to start, like, I'm seriously about to see, like, can we put, like, point multipliers on certain things? Like, can we start adding, like, real multipliers to certain people's points? Like, who's getting first blood? And it's like, oh, TJ didn't get first blood this game. You guys lost points. Like, that would be hilarious to start putting, like, more polls and things like that into the
Where's
the
my
chat.
LLC Valhalla in here? I really need you to put this into motion.
He's like, you know what? If one of you guys want to do it.
Yeah. Traditional bot lane start for both junglers.
I like that.
Looks like the full clear. No level 2.
Dang, Amumu has like one of the best level 2 ganks in the game, though. That's why I'm so surprised. But oh, actually, I see a ping going down. If it's not a ping for the cannon minion, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a ping from Casual Pleb saying like, "Hey guys, let me just get these raptors, wrap around, come down." So we actually might see a potential meetup here as he's going.
He's invading.
They're invading each other.
What is this? Oh, but
Wait,
he's gonna
no.
see him on a ward, right? Yeah, he sees her on the ward.
He's literally on the ward. Casual Plebs now completely wrapping around, backing instead. Wait a second, why are they... Wait, they see them on the ward.
They're stalling. Oh, they're gonna fight it.
Yup, they're now fighting it. Too good for Lima, able to stop up HYG Marvel. Will Poco here. Casual Plebs then coming in. Nicely done. But Lima, Kaisa now going to be able to grab the first blood. Not going the way that they were hoping. Will Poco now trying to get a little bit more damage. TJ now stunned up, having to flash out. Casual Plebs chasing down a little bit more. More damage coming down. Yone, here he comes. Jeffrey Crazy now on the Kaisa, able to get more. But now here comes Evbot now trying to get on this Yone, trying to get some kills down. But it's not going to be enough. The Rel able to stop up, being ready to go ahead and get him. Not going to be able to land that bowling ball, but now jumping in, reeling him in. TJ trying to get a little bit more, trying to take down Epog. Lil Pogo going to be able to take that kill, but Jeffrey Crazy getting his third kill, fourth for him. Unofficial quadra kill for the Kaisa, reversing it completely this time around as Jeffrey Crazy going from 0-10 to 4-0 in the beginning of this game. Hell yeah, nicely done.
I just realized, and shame on him, I was like, man, that 80 carry fight just, wow, it looked like Will Poker wasn't doing any damage. And then I looked down and realized he started with a call. They did all that fighting, and there was a call to Endurance Blade of it. Isn't he beating himself up now after that quadra kill?
Yeah, they were so low. He would have gotten so many kills on his Endurance.
Yeah, he would have. Wow, what a time to good call.
Man, he wasn't expecting that, and
No.
I thought I was expecting like a level 2, level 3 gank for the bot side, but I thought it would have been Casual Plebs who was there first. Oh, TJ, you gotta be watching out. Casual Plebs is here invading. He really, oh wow, he just ended up taking that away from him. But he's doing a lot of damage. Casual Plebs, Rel's here, but here's the Mordekaiser too, but it's not gonna be enough. Solo Dolo? Yes, it is, as Casual Plebs is able to take out TJ and the red buff. Nicely done. Able to return that 300 kill difference. Jeffrey Crazy though, being locked up, being chased down. I don't know why Lima is there. I think he was just trying to bait out for Will Poker to come up, and here he is, trying to land some damage onto him. Jeffrey Crazy now doesn't have any flash or any sums to be able to save him. Locks him down. Big shutdown going over to Will Poker as the 600 gold is returned over to the other side, and the lead now switching right over to Bomba Bros once again.
My bad. Yeah, no, the call, it was all part of the plan. Yeah, it's my bad. Yeah, get that shutdown.
You gotta like...
Gotta
you know what I mean?
to get more gold when you get the kill.
Exactly, and that's the thing. What's really funny is, don't forget, when they got the 4-0 for Bomba Bros, HYG didn't get anything back in return, or like in that sense, like it was just straight up like a Bomba Bros like complete win. Where this time, even though the 4 kills went to Kaisa, they were still like, hold on, able to land some serious stun lock onto him, and that's a lot of damage coming off from this Kaisa, but with no killer instinct, not able to continue the chase down. But it's gonna be TJ who's here looking for wards, but Casual Plebs is lane ganking. Nicely done to find him in the middle of everything. Marver now gonna be able to get taken down as Will Poco now gets another kill for himself, and it's gonna be TJ going down. Will Poco getting the double kill. Jeffrey Crazy can't return it as he's getting slowed down by the red buff, and it's gonna be Casual Plebs able to land on another stun onto him, getting another kill, gonna give it to him, triple kill, going over to Will Poco, and Bomba Bros now getting 2k gold up 6 minutes into this game, nearly 2 kills per minute now. This is absolutely insane, and it's starting to turn around, but we got the duel up in the top side. The suplex comes out as they're up in Brazil, but Perfy, it's not enough as the Mordekaiser's chasing down, flashes in, and ticks you out. Bomba Delicious able to take the solo dolo up in the top side.
Like Saul was saying, though, we're about to see how powerful these AD carries are about to be with gold on them now. I was about to see the power of both of them, really. I mean, I know Wheels fed, but, you know, Jeffrey's got something to show here, too.
Jeffrey's 420 right now. We're good.
Yeah, he's blazing. He's blazing.
He's still on fire. Don't count him out just yet. Lilia is taking these void grubs now, going up for Bomba Delicious. Lands the bowling ball, able to get the shield up, but it's not going to be enough. Bomba Delicious, you might have to just end your life, and that's going to be Perfy able to take that kill. Nicely done, able to get that turret plate as well for HYG. They're not out of this game at all just yet, but that was so unfortunate to see double bot lane ganks happen like that, and it just still doesn't even go even on the second time around, even though your Kaisa was technically ahead.
Sorry, I love Saul got auto-corrected in this. That's too much text and work.
I really like seeing this. And again, they're doing exactly what they did in the last game. Marver's not allowed to really roam. Like, he was able to roam up to that top side one time, but for the most part, they're trying to keep him relegated to this bot lane. So HYG's not really able to make any good macro plays on the map utilizing their jungle support combo.
I think it was KB. Somebody in the chat said, yeah, now he can't leave his 4-0 support, or his AD carry. His AD carry's got kills now. Can't do the roaming like you want to.
Yeah, you want to try to, like, get him more fed.
Yeah,
exactly. So you want to try to scrap more in these fights, but it's really hard when you're constantly getting poked out. And for like you go in on the Leona, she can just completely lock you up still. So it's almost unfortunate, but it feels like Leona feels like a slight counter to Rel in a sense. It's the same thing with like Rakan. Rakan goes in on the Leona. She just has to stun you, and if you're not close enough to somebody to eat out, you're basically stuck. It's really hard to play these types of telegraphed unlockers or like CCers into a Leona. So Will Poco feeling good too though. 6-1-0 Cole almost completed and 15 farm up. Yeah, and he has the static. Oh, this is just not fun right now for the bot lane of HYG, but they still have the Kaisa, so they definitely can do something. And we didn't get to see a ADC with kills last game for the side of HYG, so this could be completely different for them in these fights.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the 80 carries back and forth. I mean, Will Poco known on this team to do work as the 80 carry, but I'll be interested to see how that goes in the finals.
It's actually really funny because I just remember that Will usually picks a lot of Ashe as well, and I was just like, uh-oh. They've been banning that out a lot, and they don't want her on. They don't want him on that. But it's like, wait a second, like he's playing all these other champions very well. Evbot though, and then we switch right back up to the top side as he drags him in, not able to get the punch off, but the suplex lands as TJ now is here. Looks to take TJ instead, get some Drowsy taking him to Brazil, but now TJ trying to get away, being able to go ahead and fight both of these members, but it was not going to be enough. Perfy now able to help TJ get away and take that kill. Not going to be the solo dolo, but Delicious was almost able to kill TJ in that fight.
Really well played.
Yeah, that was really well played.
He gets the Rylai's first item. That's going to be very helpful against that against the Murder Deer.
Rel into Leona and LEC today. I was at the new one of the new bot lanes. I didn't realize Rel came back into the meta, honestly, until I saw Marbra pick it.
Ooh, that's actually a lot of damage coming out from Casual Plebs, and that's going to be the solo dolo as Casual Plebs is able to take out Perfy in the top side. That was honestly so much damage coming out from that Amumu. I was not expecting any of that. Yeah, he took the one turret shot, but the rest of that was just straight from him. They're able to get on to Will Poco, and no, that's not enough. A lot of damage coming out. Will Poco going unstoppable, double kill in that top side.
No.
They were able to get the drop on him, but then he drops them both. Will Poco with the double kill. Bomba Bros bot side looking so strong. 8-1-0.
This is their comfort zone too. This is where they want to be.
They said, you guys think we need the cast to go get fed? No, we don't. And now the Zeri is just absolutely insane. The shield steal from Zeri, you're absolutely right. That was absolutely insane to see, and it allowed for that extra survivability. And that's why she can run things like she doesn't need the heal. It's great that she wasn't able to run that. Instead, she had the ghost ready to go. And there was no escaping at this point now. 4-3-0, 0-3-4 respectively for the bot side of HYG, and they're really gonna need to try to turn this around at this point. Maybe TJ needs to focus a little bit more on the bot side, but it's not looking really good right now as they're 3k gold up at 11 minutes.
Hey, hoping that Aurelion Soul though, he's just farming. He's getting there. That one big ult from an Aurelion Soul, and that Zeri goes bye-bye.
I like that. Yeah, and you called that out, and the Salt calls that out too. It's gonna be Asol who's probably gonna be the big carry for this team, at least in this match.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Bonkers to pull something out. Maybe a good
DJ
ult.
Wait a second, that was a very big mistake.
Oops,
Gonna have to
cancel
try to get out. Try to go ahead and get him, but it's not gonna be enough. The killer instinct gets to the autos, and the Q gonna lead it. Jeffrey Crazy able to take another kill. As that's just.
If that ult went over the wall, man. Oh, he was so close. I thought he was about to get out, pull a miracle.
Dude, Kai'Sa was ready on the chase though. That was the other thing. She was completely ready for it. And with that, they were able to. They saw that Evbot's dead, so now they go right up and immediately take those Void Grubs. Nicely done by HYG to at least secure some type of objectives here and there. Both sides able to get both.
Man. At least it's hyphy, you know. The LCS could take some notes.
For sure. We see a bunch of people up in that top side grabbing those grubs, but then elect to try to dive Bomba Delicious.
It's actually very interesting because it forces Delicious to play, but I think the problem is that if you do and he has ult, he just separates somebody and you're diving a Mordekaiser under tower. That's not going to be a fun time for your team. And then when he comes out of it, now the entire rest of that engage is probably dismantled. So it was probably smart for HYG not to do that because they could have completely dismantled themselves. He has the Rylai's, able to slam him and try to get him down. Perfy, he just sat in the middle of that. Bomba Delicious not caring as he knows that he can solo dolo him up in that top side.
Perfy getting that stride breaker off that. It has TP to get back nice and quick if he wants. Dragging it up for 3 minutes, so he's probably going to use that teleport. Maybe get that return kill.
At the very least, he should be able to, but I wouldn't be surprised if Delicious ends up backing after pushing this wave in. Hold on. Bonkers doesn't know that 3 members are right there, and that's going to be Captain Flex jumping right on top of him. This is not what Bonkers wants to see. He's going to try to get away, not going to be able to do so as the ult is used. Not the ult was used, but it was going to be the wind over it, and now Zeri is here trying to chase down more members, but that's going to be a kill going right over to Casual Plebs once again.
Yeah, KB just said a little bit ago. Oh my gosh, we're fighting, man.
Oh man, this just keeps going. But this time, as he was able to go, he was able to come up perfect, trying to get that return kill. But Bomba Delicious, I think, can still
diving
fight
him.
under
He's
his
committing.
own power.
He's committing.
What's
It's the Perfy.
Able to get the punch in the middle with a true
Oh my
damage.
God.
Perfy on his own return revenge solo dolo. I'd love to see this scrappiness up in the top side.
Oh, the commit. Yeah, that Amumu, though, is making it hard for that Ace Soul.
That's
Chasing him around.
That's what's really unfortunate, and it's hard because you see, even though there's no item fully completed for the Yone here, it's still technically even in this mid lane with 3 assists to 1 for the for them. So then, like, even though there's a 17 farm difference, it kind of equates a little bit. Oh, hold on.
If our spectator and Chief hits X on his keyboard, you could see the
gold differences. Yes. Oh, but we do have a
but
fight going on.
it'll
Double
never end.
TP. Marbra locked up and trying to get away. Bomba Delicious now able to pull him in. 2 members locked in as TJ now also losing so much health. And the rest of the members of HYG now having to run away. Leona though, big brilliant stall with the Spanish toss landing right onto him. 2 members locked up by the Amumu ulti, and that's gonna be another kill. 2 kills now going over to Bomba to Bomba Will Poco as he ends up having now 10 and 1. The solo now between Perfy and Fbot. A lot of damage going on to Fbot, but towers being fallen as Bomba Bros is continuously pushing in. TJ now trying to defend, trying to help, seeing if he can make something happen. But if he goes in, he might just potentially lose his life, and Marbra will follow right after. That's going to be Bomba Bros backing off. Massively done in a nice fight to bring them 6k gold up at 15 minutes.
Unfortunately, it's one of those times when the X button doesn't work, so can't show the gold.
Unfortunate. Wow.
This is very unfortunate. I really want to see that bot lane difference right now.
It's over.
10, 1, and 2, 50
what's that
farm
gold
up.
diff? Do the math. What's that, 6k exactly almost? Yeah. Okay.
Like, I want to see, because it feels like the lead, it's mostly between, I want to say it's between Casual Plebs and Will Poco, as a lot of it is split between the 2 of them. But I feel like some of this gold lead has to be on Bomba Delicious to some degree. But I don't know where it's all going. It has to be all in this AD carry.
Yeah, it's just on
Runon
that
Static Infinity Edge at 16 minutes.
Yeah, 10 kills, 2 assists, 50 CS lead. Got 9 KP on the Amumu with the 20 CS lead as well.
They took away Evbot's Casio, and they're like, oh, we can give him the Zeri. Great. And it just ends up being exactly what they need. Another hyper carry type. Oh, Evbot, once again, he needs to get that Q. Trying to get away. Might need to use the ult. There's no way to slow him down. But
Perfy's got Stride Breaker.
oh, he was sitting there baiting him in. Perfy, you were waiting for Tuka for Lima to get here, and now it's gonna be Evbot trying to take him, but the suplex nearly take him down, and the minion damage almost gonna be enough to slay him. That's actually nicely done by Perfy to be able to 1v2 in that fight. But now here is the Zeri to drop the extra damage, stunning him up, and that's gonna be potentially another kill. Big damage coming out of the set, but Yo now getting his first kill of the game, gonna be able to take him out as Evbot slays Perfy with the help of his bot laners. But that's going to be the Rift Herald summon in the mid lane for the HYG boys. So at the very least, they at least try to start cracking into this mid lane. But it's not going to be enough as Bomba Delicious is now here. Takes him, looks like he takes Jeffrey Crazy into Brazil, trying to fight him off, utilizing the Rylai's. Not going to be enough as Bomba Delicious is able to solo dolo right in all the right to the ADC of HYG, and he's now continuing the chase as HYG TJ now has to escape into his jungle. That is absolute absurdity that's going on right now as the teams are 6k ahead still, but Bomba Bros really looking extremely strong, even though HYG, I feel, are playing a lot better in comparison this game around.
Yeah, I don't, I can't refute any of that. To be honest with you, they are playing just so much better this time around. I mean, they were playing, fine the first time, but wow, what a smooth oiled machine that is coming out from Bomba Bros in terms of the rotation for the fights. Like, I really can't say that HYG is doing poorly. It's just that Bomba Bros is just, they seem really prepared.
I don't know what they did. Oh, nicely done. He used the Q dash to be able to dash away from him. But now we do have Marbra here trying to help save him. But Perfy getting slain as Casual Plebs comes down to try to help. Ult being used by the Rel as TJ now arrives. going ahead. They just immediately go right on to TJ, forgetting about Marbra here, having to get a lot of damage down. Casual Plebs having to use the ult, going ahead and killing him, but it's gonna also end up losing the life of F-Bot. But now Marbra trying to run away. Casual Plebs just needs one good bandage toss. He might be able to get him. The shield being used, chasing him down. Straight lines is not what you want to do against an Amumu. You stun him up, but the tears is gonna take it down as he's able to take him, and that's gonna be a kill going over to Casual Plebs. And this mid lane tower going over to the bot side of Bomba Bros. Absolutely crazy as they push themselves to 8k gold up in 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just so impressed. Like, the rotation to get there from Casual to help with that fight so quickly, but then at the same time, their bot lane is just taking the mid turn. Like, they're everywhere all at the same time.
I really want to see more rotation from Bonkers, I feel. I'm not sure what might be going on for him, but it just feels like they need him to rotate more over to these fights, but they need him to gather all this Stardust. It's just not working well.
Catch 22.
Yeah. It's like you need him to stack, but you also need him to be there. And like we saw what happens when the Asol's actually in fights and he can get a decent ult off. It's huge, but it's not really helping them at this current moment as they are literally 9k gold down.
Yeah, it's just another tall mountain to climb for them. Maybe they give Asol some side lane time, like
Delicious.
you said.
They're getting drowsy, but Marbra and TJ are now here. But the rest of the members are calling for careful as Ebbot has to use the ulti to try to get away. Flashes in. Ebbot might end up losing his life to TJ. No, he's not. Actually, he does. Nicely done to go ahead and kill him as TJ's able to take out Ebbot. Being in Brazil, going to be trying to get a lot of damage off. The ult comes out from Aurelion Sol. Not going to land on anybody, but it's going to end up being able to take the kills. As Jeffrey Crazy go ahead and take him on the backline. This is another fight as Wheel Poco is now going legendary, able to take him out on a double kill. Trying to go ham. Triple kill. Looking for the next one. Quadra kill. Not going to be able to get the pentakill for him as Perfect was not, or the pentakill as the Perfect was not in that fight, but another Quadra going right over to Wheel Poco, continuing the tradition of the double Quadra kill in one game, as we saw previously with the Cassiopeia. Now this time on the 80 carry.
Yeah, with Poco, 14, 1, and 3, just absolutely sent it in that fight.
Asol tried to make a energy, I give it to you.
They tried to make a hyphy play there, and Asol got immediately exhausted, and then the Leona, the Amumu, they were just all over him. It's just so hard to get anything done consistently as this Asol.
I guarantee you they're listening to the cast and they're like, okay, so they're saying that Asol is the win factor. Maybe we should just believe them. And then they just decide to go after him, and every time they do, it ends up being like, even with Jeffrey Crazy having the Gwensu's Kraken Slayer done, it's not doing what they're hoping for in these fights. And it's, if anything, when they target him, he just immediately gets like just shredded. TJ now able to stop from Perfect being chased down more by the Yon, but it's still like it's hard for them to fight if even just one other member of Bomba Bros is there. They really can't fight them.
Yeah, they're gonna have Dragon probably here for the third. Another Hextech Soul, by the way. Would we turn Hextech Souls on for this series? Like, the heck is that?
What is that? Cooldown reduction? The little like static shock that you get, so it's like almost like a double static shiv.
And it applies a slow as well, if I'm not mistaken, when you hit the static.
Yeah,
I believe.
This is not okay.
I think you get attack speed too with that, right? You get attack speed and ability haste.
Hashtag script writers.
Yeah, all the stats.
I swear Valhalla does have a script for games going like this, because if we get another Hextech Drake, the next one, that's going to be insane. But going right back into the punch is going to end up losing his life. That's feeding right there. But we do give the Baron over to Bomba Bros, as even though Evbot lost his life, that was a Baron being given up right over. Gonna have to use the Leona ulti to go ahead and stop, but that's a big chunk from them there. As the big Amumu ulti able to take out 2 members, and now Wheel Poco in the background as he goes legendary, trying to take out more. But Perfect is actually here to be able to help the fight. Casual Pleb going domination as he takes out the Aurelion Sol. They're able to also kill the Kaisa, but Kaisa takes out Wheel Poco, getting that big shutdown. But it's still going to be an overall win for the side of Bomba Bros as they ace HYG.
Ace and the Baron. Here we go. Let's see what they can get. They're definitely going to get an inhib here, but
16 seconds on TJ and on Marbra. Yeah, at the very least, they can take that and
TP's coming out too. They might look for a tier 3 bot as well.
Oh, and yeah, Yon is actually there, so they could actually go straight for bot side, try to get the T3, and then just back completely. This is Yeah, this is looking really bad for the side of HYG at the current moment. Oh yeah, don't forget about the Hextech gates. Those are always a fun thing too.
Yeah, that's why we picked this one to be the soul of the series, as they say. Your sponsored Hextech soul of the series.
Your Home
the
Depot
Valhalla
Hextech
Hextech
Soul.
soul.
Big bucket Hextech.
Sponsored by B-Dubs.
Oh God. Bless. That's I mean, like you said last game, when is it time to start thinking about the next game? I don't know.
This one is a 12k deficit at 24 minutes. We're getting 2 kills, almost 2 kills per minute. I think at this point it's almost like, hey, they're just, we might be thinking about the next game almost.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
hope they're not, HYG is not. Don't allow what we're saying to think about it. We might need to think about it, but you guys stay in this game. Keep the mental up. You might be able to make something big happen. Again, we've seen people come back from like 14k deficits to win, even in this league. So
Well, I don't think
never know.
HYG's doing poorly at all. I think what you have to have in mind, even to come back here, I think it's possible, because I think that the big reason why these games are snowballing so hard are those early game scraps that end up with a ridiculous amount of kills. You know, if the game's over in 8 minutes, every time it's really hard for you to deal with that slippery slope so early on. So they got to try to maybe slow it down.
It hurts to see, because like you just said, when the game is over at 8 minutes, what do? Because we literally watched at about 8 minutes is when Will Poco he was at a kill per minute at 8 minutes. So it was just like, what do you do at that point? Like, how do you, like, it feels like the game's over, especially when we see how Zeri works. Don't coin flip fights. I agree. Marver, though, able to get behind with a big ulti landing on the 4 members in the middle of them, but it's not going to be enough as Captain Pledge was godlike, and Will Poco still able to shut him down. Double kill going right over. F-Bot able to keep the rest of the members off with so much. That was everything working out. That was literally the perfect scenario for HYG, and they could not capitalize on it, and it just ended up being with the bot lane and TJ just getting obliterated as soon as that fight was over. And now Perfy having to go ahead and see the gray screen, not without taking at least some damage off, but Delicious gonna be able to take them out. Yone getting another kill for him, and that's gonna be Bomba Bros claiming game 2 and staring down the barrel of a sweep as we go into game 3.
Yeah, big game 2 victory.
Final points.
Well played, Bomba Bros.
If you voted for Bomba Bros, you should be very happy, but you're gonna be getting some points from me.
Heck yeah, I put a good 5K on him. What do I get? Where's my prize?
Damn it, man. Something told me, like, just go with your gut. You should go with the same team again. I always tell myself that. And this is the one time where I'm like, nah, I got the faith in the HYG boys. And honestly, my faith wasn't ill will, because they actually were playing better in comparison to the last game. And it's not like to say that the last game they played badly. It's just, I feel like this is the thing. It feels that the Bomba Bros just really understand how to play team fight compositions very well, where we do see HYG's major strength was splitting up the map, splitting up the team, and trying to outplay them via that system of split push, 1-3-1 or 4-1 compositions. They haven't been able to play that way whatsoever, and every time they've been playing that way, somehow the better 4-1 has always been Bomba Bros, and because of that, they can't do the split push. So I would like to see if maybe I want to see maybe HYG play a little then play towards that more split push that they're so used to. They might need to change it up for themselves to maybe make the enemy team a little bit more confused.
They got to give themselves just a little bit more agency to get through those fights, just to keep the game smooth, to get themselves into that mid game, into the late game without being so behind. Because like you're saying, they're not playing poorly. This isn't a matter of bad team versus good team. It's just good team versus better team with a lot of kills. So
and that's what sucks.
Yeah. They just got to get that steadied up here in this game 3. I think you could have yourselves a comeback here if they could just slow that down. I
honestly have full faith in a game. I'm still full faith that the game 4 is at least happening here. At the very least, we're going to 4 games. And that's just me. I mean, I'm hoping. I need that parlay.
Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years.
We've been here. We've seen how this goes, man.
Can I go 3 for 3 on the bets? I got 2. See if I can go 3 for 3. I'm not sold on Bomba 3-0 in this, like you're saying. I'm not sold. I'm not seeing anything. It's like, wow, they're just dominating. I think it really does come down to team comp here. So I want to see what they whip out.
I honestly have, like I said, I have full faith in the bros to, like, in the HYG boys, not the bros, but the boys, to be able to take another game and to really push it, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I want them to really change up their strategy a little bit and to see if it's possible to, like, maybe confuse Bomba Bros in the way that they're playing. Because if you're really playing that more team fight oriented instead of the trying to get the split push and roaming from the support, instead of putting more agency in that bot lane, because we literally just saw what happens when an 80 carries fed. Like, it's really hard to go through an 80 carry when they're fed and they're being protected properly. So if we can play a little bit more through the bot lane, allow the 80 carry to get a little bit more fed, and put the top lane on something that they could be able to either mitigate as much as possible without having to lose, that'll, or at least even if they go in a losing situation, they can at least lose in grace and allow the team to overall win. I think that's what they're looking for. So right now, I think the boys, are they already back in the draft screen?
I know they flew through after that first game, but
Maybe they're
taking a second here.
I think it'd be a good idea for HYG just really quickly just take a moment and just say to yourselves, "Hey, what do we got to change here?" And I really hope for their sake that they end up changing just that one thing. Like, just try to do a different strategy and see if that works. There's nothing wrong with changing up stuff and making a difference for yourself. Absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what they've whipped up here in this short time. Are they going already? I know we're just plugged in here.
I think we're
ready.
plugged.
Yeah,
We're getting
they're
ready for
almost
them.
there. We're all lined up in the lobby.
Um,
Just waiting for everyone to be around, then they'll start up this draft for game number 3. See if Bomba Bros can end the Cinderella story that HYG was trying to do, going from last to potentially first, but looking at a need of a reverse sweep now, or if HYG can pull it back.
Could you imagine a
I'll type
reverse
the Pokemon
sweep?
in
That
the
would
chat.
be absolutely insane.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we got to poll up how many believers do we have in the closeout for Bomba Bros, and how many believers do we have for the HYG reverse
Well,
sweep?
who added the Bomba and fours the third? Did you put that in there? I like that. I like the.
That was made by our own Blitzkrieg Pyro, as we are getting into draft for game number 3.
Can I vote for this poll? Oh no, I gotta vote now. Uh-oh. So can I vote for when the draft's done?
Vote now.
Gotta vote right now. I mean, we can get a
I'm
second.
saying Bomba and 4.
Bomba and 4. I agree. I think it's right now the way it's looking. It's Bomba and 4. I like seeing that HYG ban the Zeri and Bomba Bros banning even from themselves the Ash. They don't want to potentially give that up. Seeing that HYG does have first pick. Cassiopeia is still being relegated to the Shadow Realm, and she's not going to be allowed to go through. Bomba Bros wanting to make sure that Nasus is not allowed for Perfy either, as he's able to solo carry up in that top side, with it Ivern being taken away from the jungle and or support potential role, and a Mumu being taken away from the Bomba Bros, as even though that made a really good factor for them, they don't want HYG potentially taking it, as
The Vi's
HYG
up.
now takes the Leona for themselves. The Vi is up, yes, and that's more of a TJ pick, and that's actually very interesting. If TJ is able to get the Vi this time around, I'm wondering if that's going to be a very big thing, as they're able to lock it down. I like seeing this Bomba Bros teasing a little bit as they take the Braum for themselves away from HYG, as they picked up the Leona in reverse. Zaya going to end up being the Bomba Bros pick right here. I'm actually...
Carry. I don't know.
That's...
HYG's in a comfy spot here, though. Got a good 80 carry counter pick, and if you pick the Vi, I think Bomba just goes with the Rammus, right? Because that's a casual comfort pick. It's also not banned. You just go Rammus on 3.
I think they're going to end up taking the Rammus on 3. And the fact that Rammus has the ability to kind of just jump in, he's like, I'm just going to run right at you. And so, oh, wow. Okay. And I see 42% of people who voted say that it's going to be Bomba closing it out in 3. As we see the Ezreal picked up. I personally do not like the Ezreal pick. Like...
Yeah, I don't love the Ezreal pick. You got to be talented. You got to be on your game to make that 80 carry really work.
That's what I don't want to see when you're staring down the barrel, potentially being swept. As they... Oh, nicely done. HYG wanting that. Yep. But that's a comfort pick for TJ right there. That's one of his best early game junglers. Nicely done giving the Rek'Sai up to him. But Bomba Bros, I think they're just gonna end up picking the Rammus here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I would say that's a good 3 into a Rek'Sai. It's so hard for the Rek'Sai to deal with going into a Braum and a Zaya, especially when she hits 6, one of the only ADC counters to the Rek'Sai. Engage plus ult.
And he
The
gives
Shakester.
All right, Casual Plebs getting his Shaco, gonna be a menace all over the map. I don't think they were expecting him to pick that in this series of a game, but I feel that this team, maybe Bomber Bros are gonna be able to kind of shake it up a little bit, you know. But they do ban the Aurelian Soul, so it looks like they are taking this seriously, as they are making sure that they cannot win very easily, and they're not giving any top lane presence to Delicious there as they take away his Alawi, and it's gonna be the Jax now banned from the jungle and top side for HYG. They're not gonna be able to get that back over to TJ from game 1, and now we wait for this final ban.
I'm liking the Shaco picks throwing me off, but so far I like the first 3 from Bomba. But I do like what Blitz said. The Ezreal does allow the Leona to potentially roam.
But I do like the
Ezreal
fact that
could play safer.
Timberland did point out that that's why it's hard to first pick support Leona, hard countered by Braum and Xayah. And that's actually a very big true, because the moment that she goes in, if you don't catch the Xayah, oh no!
The brand. My favorite.
Yep, that's okay. So this is what I was expecting. If you're gonna go for, if you're having people who are all needing to charge in on you, what do? You just press R, quite literally, with Brand, and he just has it bounce. Like the team fight is still there with the side of Bomba Bros in a slightly different fashion, but they at least allow for that. But Bonkers on the Lux, this you cannot count him out on, and that is going to be a lot of damage and long range snipes. And again, that's probably going to be long range snipes happening like every 25 seconds. Perfy going right back on the Trundle as well. So we do have a decent, interesting team comp from HYG. It is still more of that 4-1/1-3-1 type of composition that they've played previously, but it feels more like they want to have a better like damage in the team fight when it comes to playing against them, and they want to have the ability to also disengage those fights if need be. But I still think Bomber Bros right now with their composition, it's and now they're picking up the Ornn.
I love the Braum brand though. You have the double slow, the Rylai's, and the Braum. It's gonna be so hard for this team to run at them, and even when they get there, the Xayah can ult, the Shaco can jump away.
I'm legitimately mad because what I said that HYG needs to do, it feels that Bomba Bros is actually doing more of it, where it's like, hey, put top lane on something where they can lose. If they lose, they can lose gracefully, but it ultimately leads to the team winning. And if anything, Ornn is probably the ultimate. If I have to lose, I can lose on this, but the rest of my team is getting an extra 1,300 to 1,500 gold for free after I hit level 13. Like worth of stats. So it's
especially putting that on these 2 carries, the hyper carry Xayah and the hyper carry Brand that burn with the Ornn upgrade, the ornament on the Leandries. Oh man. That's gonna be rough.
I really want to still say Bomba has it probably in 4 if they continue the strength. I want to give this one to HYG again, but the way that the team comps are working, if you have literally like Brand, doesn't he do like percent HP damage as well with his burn? So it's those tanks on your
2 and 4.
So then literally you have Leona Rek'Sai Trundle, they're gonna be burned with Leandri's burn. That's this is really hard to build against this team in general, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be AD or AP Shaco, but Xayah does so much AD damage. She's a literal hyper carry, as you already said. She doesn't really necessarily need another AD person with her to shred through an enemy team, especially if she just has to shred through 2 carries, which is just the Lux and Ezreal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one for HYG. If they can play their game though, Bomber Bros does not do well if they try to do any sort of splitting, 1-3-1ing. Like Bomber wants to fight. So if HYG can abuse the Lux wave clear, the Ezreal spacing, the Trundle split push, things like that, they do have weapons in their kit. Absolutely possible. We'll just have to see here. What I don't want them to do is give the Brand a quadra kill level 3. That's that's what I don't.
Stop, because think about it. If he gets the full combination, if Brand can get the full combination at level 3, he could potentially actually just blow everybody up and get that quadra. I think it'll be harder though because he doesn't like. He's gonna need that factor of coming back with the lost chapter again, like he did in that first game. So the only way HYG wins is with split from Trundle. No way they beat Bomba in a team fight, and that's the thing. And I wanted them to play more towards the 5v5 team fight, and if they don't, like, they have a significantly better team fight on Bomba Bros at this point. When you look at it, especially when I feel like with the Ornn, there's like that more wide range CC, and since they don't have the Braum to help block the Ornhorn, like you're really shooting yourself in the foot here. Braum, Ornhorn into Braum into big ulti from Brand, locking down with those feathers from Zaya. Like there's so much, and then Shaco. I want to just say this: Overwatch stole Sombra from Shaco. Like Shaco and Sombra share the same type of like annoyance where it's just like you don't know where the Shaco's gonna pop up on you out of nowhere in fights, and it's like it's gonna force you to bunch up together. What does Brand want the team to do? Oh shit, he wants everybody to bunch up together. Ornn wants everybody to bunch up together. Braum wants everybody to bunch up together. If they have one factor that forces everybody to try to protect 2 carries at one time, and they're all bunched up together, all your carries are getting shredded by these 2 hyper carries who are just gonna be dropping feathers and burn damage onto you. It's really hard.
It's gonna be a pain. It really falls on the Lux to do again, just like they were ASO last game. It's gonna be kind of the pivotal champ in this, because if the Lux can land a good backline stun into an ult to take somebody off out of the fight immediately, try to peel, that's kind of the only way you're gonna be able to pull some out in these fights. But like you said, the constant somebody behind you annoying your carries, forcing your team to protect them, it's gonna be hard for them to focus on the back and the front at the same time.
I like
That's why
Casual calling out the gambles, says how the turntables have turned on these predictions. Timberland with the 17k vote for Bomba Bros. He believes in the 3-0. We'll have to see if it happens.
I'm saying I'm giving it to HY. I'm betting on HYG, not because of the odds, but mostly because I honestly believe that it's at the very least it's going to 4 games. So I just want to have that belief that it's going to 4 games. So I'm giving it to HYG.
I'm gonna give
But
HYG
Wiley called it
10.
out here. He's calling out my hot take, and he's saying that that's a hot take there. Sombra does not equal Shaco. No, I don't think it's exactly equal, but I definitely think that Shaco has some inspiration for Sombra in some senses.
The annoying invisibility behind you.
The hack is kind of the same equation to like the boxes and stuff like that. So there is some differences, and I'm sorry, but like if there was somebody like Eve equals Sombra, yes, Eve is more, yes, but like I feel that in comparison, like when it's the annoyance, like I just like
it's not about the damage. It's about how much you could just piss off the other team.
And if there's anything that Shaco and Sombra do is piss them off.
Yeah. Just basically irritate them. And if I know anybody that's going to irritate you on Shaco, it's going to be Casual in this league.
At least with Eve, when she hits you with the charm, at least when the heart goes over you, it gives you a little arrow to kind of determine what direction she's in. With Sombra and Shaco, like, unless you're looking for the twink or like you're literally looking for the direction the hack is coming from, you don't usually know where they're at. So
that's very hard to pay attention to in the middle of a team fight too.
Exactly.
When you got a lot of stuff coming at you from the front.
And then it's like all of a sudden your carries are in the back trying to get damage down, but then here's Shaco.
Yeah. It's really gonna be up to the Lux to try to space incredibly well. The Lux has to space very, very well and try to get some sort of pick onto the brand of the Zaya in terms of just a good QE alt combo right off the beginning of the fight to give him some level of agency. Because the only thing that HYG does have is poke. They do have the Ezreal Lux to be able to kind of mess around from a further range than Bomba can really deal with.
And I feel like that's how they're trying to play the team fights, is just like poke until we're ready to really engage.
Yeah, that's
which
so
I've
hard,
seen that
though.
win, so
it's so hard that you gotta have so much patience. I don't have that kind of patience, dude. I hit one ability, I'm in. I'm full sending. I hit something, I'm in there. I can't. Like if I hit one person with a Q on Lux, I'm going melee for him. Like I'm in. I did something. It's on. Oh, they're gonna have to exercise some incredible patience.
Crawl so they can run, as we are seeing the Trundle influence made by Hailstorm. Like, I just want you guys to know, like, he is personally the reason why I hate Trundle in this league.
Not nice. I had so many nice backdoors. What do you mean?
That's exactly why I hate it. It was so funny. I remember the game exactly was where Trundle literally is just beating down the entire bot lane, just going into their base, while the rest of the team is just team fighting. And it's like, oh, we finally won a team fight. And then the rest of the team is just like, wait a second, Trundle could win the game for us. That was the
5 seconds.
I didn't even notice. Directed camera just pans all the way back as Kraken Slayer wins, and it's just Trundle as he just beats the living crap out of the turret, out of their nexus, and it's just like, oh, no one was paying attention, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to
Interesting
the
bush
orange
stacking.
skin that Ray was pointing
Choo-choo
out. Pretty
orange.
hype.
Yeah.
Honestly, that orange skin was way too long. Like that should have been like his release skin. Should have been him with like a train or something. That's way too long overdue.
Sorry about that.
Oh, ruh-roh, Raggy.
What's happening with the stream? Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Oh, wait a second.
In Minecraft.
Hey, we actually got
They're
it.
charging. HYG is actually getting
We'll
an invade
interrupt the
this time
Shaco
on.
start. Get his
Nice,
boxes.
but that's very mess up his boxes. See if you can mess up his leashing too. Yep, nicely done by HYG to go ahead and get this invade.
What
At the
is
very
this?
least, you can mess him up, but they're forcing him back out as TJ's taken down to 1/3 HP. Shaco now being forced to go ahead and do the buff on his own.
That was
Sorry, I keep stuttering,
They're gonna
but
miss a wave
nicely.
with that lane.
Yeah, that's gonna suck for bot lane there from HYG. This is probably not the smartest start for them here.
was
So
crazy.
Bomba Bro's feeling pretty good about that start actually. And TJ, very low health. That's not very fun for him there.
You think if you'd make a play like that, they would do it on the bots? Like, if they were going to do that, go over and invade the blue. Take his blue buff so the Ezreal could get back to lane.
Yeah, we'll have to see if there's any early kills since they missed out on the XP, but HYG hoping messing up Shaco will be worth it in the end.
I don't
CS,
think it's...
CS isn't too bad.
Yep, we have Wheel Poco right now getting locked up by Marbra as he goes right in on him. I do like seeing the fact that Marbra's probably going to be a more combative support this time around. At least, like, he's been slowly getting more and more combative as the games went on, and seeing the Leona here. Casual Plebs already up in his top side to go up against Perfy, making sure that people know that he's going to be annoying as hell this entire game.
Boy. The brand in the early game lane. Lux is already out both her pots.
Jeez, that's
Such a pain.
Not fun. It's
Wheel
not fun to
Poco.
be constantly burned. That, the
The call
brittle...
again.
Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. Here's Perfy now, but TJ is here. There is no ward from the orange, so we potentially could see the first blood going over as TJ goes in.
Uh-oh.
Might need to use his flash here. Bomb Delicious is just trying to walk it out, but it's not going to be enough. Uses the flash to get on the tower. Going to be ticking him down, and it's not going to be enough. Barely gets away as
Oh my
TJ nearly loses his life. Oh, that was so close. Could have potentially gotten him there, but not going to be able to hit the orange. First blood almost ended up going to him, but both flashes expended and the ghost. So 2 sums for 1, actually. That's kind of a small win over for Bomba.
Shaco's stealing away that red buff.
Blitzkrieg, drink.
Oh, good call, good call. On the drink and the red buff.
All right, so I think right now over under how many kills this game?
Oh god. After all these other games, I don't know,
That's how
man.
long
At
it
least
goes, really.
at least 45. At least 40. 40,
Okay.
45.
40, 45. I'm saying that this is probably looking like if TJ, the way TJ right now is playing the game, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna get at least a 40 kill game.
Yeah.
56. I like that.
Okay, it's an Ocean Dragon first, by the way, so Hextech Soul on the table.
I'm really hoping for Hextech Soul second at this point, or I'm hoping for the Hextech Drake second at this point. Like, get us like an Infernal Soul or something. I want to see this. I want to see like both of these mages potentially doing so much damage. Casual Pleb's already annoying TJ here as he takes him. Is it gonna be a first blood? Solo dolo first blood.
Oh
Jungler
my
versus
God.
jungler as TJ gets taken down by Casual Plebs. This is that nuisance that I was talking about in the early game. That's gonna be coming from the from Casual Plebs on the Shaco. Oh man, this is not gonna be fun as the first kill goes over to Bomber Bros. Oh, wait a second. A second kill's probably going to be going to him unless this Lux shield comes back. Yes, it does. Nicely done by Bonkers to be able to save his life. But that was almost another kill going over to Bomba right there.
Oh my god, it's the Shaco plays, man. These junglers are like mind gaming each other across the map right now.
And right now,
These are not traditional jungle clears.
no, not at all. They just don't know. But I feel like it's interesting because TJ has to constantly keep playing around the fact that a Shaco could be in his jungle at any moment in time.
Yeah.
And that sucks because when you... So this is one thing I remember from Season 2 in the finals. One thing that got us beat on Goat Kings was the fact that they kept playing around our jungler being in his jungle at any time. Oh, wait a second. Yep, Brittle lands, able to knock him up, but Perfy not going to be able to continue that trade. And instead, Marbra is able to roam Finally, but unfortunately spotted on a ward, and that's just going to be Delicious backing off, even though Casual Plebs is also here to help. But TJ is too close to proximity, might be dangerous to go ahead and try to get these ganks. But it looks like Casual wants the lane gank instead. Gonna go in, try to get something done, able to slow him down. Perfy has got two members around him and is gonna end up getting slain as Bomba Delicious is able to take that kill, and that's just gonna force Marbra and TJ to be like, sorry Perfy, we can't do anything, we're backing off. Oh, but he's going to use the TP, so he's going to be able to get back. And that means a fight's going to be able to ensue as Marbra's able to lock him down. Casual Plebs, you're going to be able to get away. He does not have the Q up, but he's able to run over the wall, and they know that he's there. He's going to try to utilize the box to get away. Doesn't have another Q. That's going to be Casual probably going down here. TJ able to take that kill onto the enemy jungler in revenge for that solo dolo first blood.
Really nice for Rek'Sai with the sense when you're underground. Negates a lot of the annoyance of invisibility.
The Ashika, I was thinking that too. He was able to track him pretty easily there.
But now, Jeffrey Crazy, unfortunately, falling behind a bit in the farm department as now Marbra trying to make use of the roams is not going to be good. Is going to definitely cause some issues for him. But we do have Marbra here, able to help as the ult comes out. It is going to be the flash being used by F-Bot to help him get away as he attempts to try to escape. And he does. But Casual Plebs is also here looking for Bonkers. Not surprised if he lands the damage, but doesn't have the Ignite, can't drop it onto him. And can't, instead just gets the Dark Harvest proc. Nicely done, but it's still, like, that's what I was worried about, is from the Brand. That's going to be a lot of damage that's able to come out from him. Nicely done to also flash the Lux ultimate. Perfy now trying to get this turret play, able to get it done, but Bomba Delicious actually doing very well on this Ornn in the top side. Even though he's falling behind in farm, it is still very well done to be able to fight against a Trundle, even though it's still, oh no, not pre-6. They are both actually past level 6 at this point, so yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, you see Perfy picking up that call on that first back. He died a little early there. TP back in with the call, trying to maybe take this farm lead to a whole nother level. That's really all he's got in the Ornn.
Already bot side. If they can actually set up a tower dive here with no TJ in this bot side, Jeffrey Crazy might end up losing his life here. There goes, yep. They now know Shaco's down here at least because of the fact that the box was actually just used. So
got it.
Yeah.
He's gonna live forever, dude. They can't kill him. He's not Ezreal, man. Ooh, chunk.
Oh,
Bomba. Yeah, I was gonna say, does he go for that ult?
Oh, he's sitting right in front of it. Come on, charge. Nope, use it. Yep, he's waiting for that. I think he was just waiting for the Trundle ult to come out because he doesn't want to attempt to fight him with that up.
I think if he got the ult and he hit it, the double brittle proc just kills him before the healing does it.
Yeah, before the healing gets. Yeah, if he just pulls the plug there. Now, can the Trundle interrupt the Ornn trying to hit the ult like really easily with his pillar?
With the pillar you can, but he had just used it.
Yeah, so it would have been very interesting. Let's see if he goes in. I don't think
Perfy.
Yeah. Nah, Perfy wants that fight, and TJ is constantly invading the red side. They're constantly just trading off the jungle, so they're constantly cross-map jungling. It's just, let's just go ahead and, they want to, because it doesn't make any sense for them. If he's going to be constantly invading, you might as well be constantly invading him. But since Casual Plebs also knows that, he's not really taking any falters here. But we do have TJ making the way up with the flash still up though. Nice! Able to use the pillar against him, able to knock him up against that wall. But now the members are able to find the Braum, they're able to find Marbra there, forcing his flash out, and it's gonna be taking him away. So Marbra now having to walk away from that fight with no sum. So that's potentially gonna be dangerous for them down in that bot side. And Will Poco doing a decent amount of damage ahead. Oh no! If it landed, that potentially could have been the end of Lux there, as that could have been the entire combo just dropped.
Yeah. Like Wiley said there, they're going to take this dragon now with this advantage. They have bot lane. Try to start stacking these. A pretty good win con.
I mean, even if you don't give the quadra kill to Will Poco, he's still 30 farm up. That's a decent amount to be up as an ADC against the other. So they're definitely
a call start.
Again, apologies.
What'd you say?
Gold check
Blitzkrieg asked me for a gold check. Small indie company, right?
Gosh.
It's broken again.
Uh-oh.
Infernals. Oh man, Casual Plebs getting caught up in the middle of all of that, using the ultimate to be able to dodge, but is it gonna be enough as he tries to swing around, able to get away from TJ? TJ able to find the real one though. All of the boxes come out. Perfy able to take out Casual Plebs. The Lux ultimate able to land onto F-Bot, but nicely done to be able to kill him out. This game staying much closer. HYG finally able to play the way they want to play the game.
force that flash out of the Rek'Sai though, at least for that ult.
Black Blitz indeed.
His gold bunch.
It could
Dude.
still be a Hextech soul, by the way.
Yeah, it
Still
still
be.
could be. What's the next one? Infernal? Come on. If they give us a triple hex tech, I'm calling scripted. I'm calling
Yeah.
scripted.
It was part of the script. We're not very creative.
Yeah, just stick
we,
to it.
We
Yeah,
pick one Dragon Soul and we're like, that'll be it.
Everyone is secretly watching this as a replay. We played these games way earlier, guys. We already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
have him play as many times as it took to get all the right souls.
All these games are spliced together. Evbot now being chased down. No. Oh, wow. That Ezreal ultimate barely missing. Marbra now
here
trying
we
to catch
go.
the members out. But there's going to be 3 members
Quadra
here. And that's
kill
going to be an immediate death as Bonkers is able to take out that kill onto Evbot. But Will Poco now able to fight. Feathers fly as they're going ahead and chasing down Jeffrey Crazy, trying to get away. Not going to be enough. Be able to call the E back. No, he's not. But he's trying to get that kill. And he can't get it. Now TJ looking to chase down as he's able to take out Too Good for Lima. Will Poco now having to go ahead and use more. But not going to be able to get away with no flash, no ghost. Having to run away. And they're looking for him. Gonna miss. But TJ is going to continue the chase down. He really wants this. He wants the revenge. He wants to be able to take him out. Able to land the snare, getting enough. Jeffrey Crazy able to take him out. Gonna be able to get the kill onto him. Nicely done by HYG as they're going to continue this fighting here.
and they're getting the.
Well, they're not getting the Voidlings. They're trying to fight for him here. But it's
yeah.
Bomb Delicious and Casual plays between Perfy and Bonkers. But here's Evbot now. And even though the bot side didn't work out for him, Red Team able to start getting these Void Grubs. But Delicious is getting bonked down. Taking the club to the face as Perfy's able to take that for himself. And that's going to be another kill going over to the HYG boys.
Yeah, and with the change, even though they only got 4, they still get some of those grubs. So gonna help out with that Trundle split push plan.
That was a good game flip there. The Lux got some kills. Ezreal got a kill. Got the turret, the wave into turret down there too. Got himself a little bit of that XP.
Yeah, they just forgot on this one, the part of the script where someone was supposed to get a quadra kill in 4 minutes.
This is unfortunate for Evbot getting caught up by all the CC. Marbra, though, going to end up taking that kill from the Lux, but it doesn't really matter as long as the gold goes somewhere. Another kill going right over to HYG.
I think it was Willie who called it out when it got picked, but Lux is indeed kind of busted right now.
Yeah, she's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Like, just from not even a full item yet.
They put out a new skin for her recently?
No. Not that I
LeBlanc's real good right now because they put out that skin. But...
Oh yeah, LeBlanc,
Whoever
Ari,
gets a new skin gets a nice little buff.
Yeah, they're relevant all of a sudden. It's crazy.
They're trying to go for some mid-tower points.
Now Perfy actually now starting to split up the map the way he wants to, and he's going to start forcing members to start checking him, and he gets all these plates. He has so much gold. Ravenous Hydra already done for himself at 13 minutes, and he's just continuing. Hasn't finished his call yet, but once he does, that's going to be an extra bit of gold going right into his pocket.
Man, it's yeah, this is HYG's game here. This is their game to lose.
At this point,
or win,
yeah.
But, you know, this is their series to start taking over now. They got no quadra kill excuses if they lose this one.
It's kind of odd to me that they've put Trundle mid and Lux top. Trundle does really well into Orin, and Lux has been doing well into Grand.
Yeah, it's actually...
Yeah, it looks like maybe a temporary lane flop.
Yeah, it looks like they're running back now, okay. Just for covering waves, just stayed a little longer than I thought they would.
Yeah. It's a dragon coming up, 24 seconds. Alright, here we go. The throw down here soon.
And then we can see the Hextech Soul come up a third.
Yep. Yeah, we get ourselves some Hextech gates. Go along with that Jacob mobility.
Mods first. Good question.
That is a good question.
Hold on, we do have a lot of engage being dropped right onto Will Poco here. Not able to land anything on the Jeffrey Crazy. Maybe this is what the Ezreal is meant for, to help dodge everything out as Marbra is going down low. Lima, though, going to end up losing his life as he's able to take that kill now. Marbra, though, going to end up losing his life as well. Both of them end up trading for the supports, but now able to use the ult to deflect it away as we're going to be able to get a double kill over to Will Poco. Not going to be able to land on the Will Poco, so now another kill going over to Casual Plus as he's able to take out Bonkers there, trying to use the Lux ult to be able to get him. That's absolutely insane between the them. And now the Dragon once again going over to the side of Bomba Bros, but they're still 2k gold behind at 15 minutes in this game. I do like seeing the fact that there's a lot more fight from HYG and definitely a lot more map presence.
Yeah,
The
they're
Warlock's
turning it
kind of
on.
working out just because Trundle has the Hydra, so he has to push, and then when you're sitting under tower, you can kind of heal up for free anytime they're not fighting.
How does, explain to me real quick, the Trundle ult, right? It steals stat, it steals armor and MR, correct? Does it also
And health.
steal... Yeah, but does it steal health as like a health drain or like a % health to give to Trundle? Does it give him part of your health stats
well,
too, or just your armor and
you
MR?
take part of it immediately, and part of it drains over the time.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe you bought the Warmog, so when the Trundle ulted, it wouldn't be able to steal any extra armor and MR right off the rip. It would just have
yeah,
that health.
maybe.
But I'm not sure how it works, you know? That's like 12,000 head if that's what Bomba was going for there. That's...
I think he wanted just the extra health and
Yeah,
health
the
sustain
sustain.
for whenever he's under tower.
Yeah.
I think it's well worth it to kind of like be like, hey, I just want to try to survive. And we do see now Voidlings were mostly picked up by HYG, able to pick up 4. 2 of them were picked up by Bomber Bros. We do send the clone in the attempt to try to do something here, but the Rift Herald looking like it's going to be going over to the side of HYG. I do like seeing that the gold lead has started to slowly succumb back a little bit as Bomber Bros are starting to pull it back in, but it is still very much HYG's game to lose.
Sure, they're still trying to get some more kills on the Wheel Poco, trying to have a repeat performance in game 2.
He's already 2 items in.
They're
Jeez.
getting these burn-in items online for the brand and the Shaco, so that'll be scary once those are fully complete.
And I believe that that they might have gotten shut down over on Wheel Poco when he got one of the kills. So, oh, there we go. Perfy now looking to fight, but he's trying to bait him in as Casual Plebs is right behind him. Didn't even realize that he was there. He's trying to pull him in. Is he going to lose his life there? No, the clone. Thank you, Spectator Bug, for finally telling us which one is the clone now so we don't have to try to guess it. As Perfy, though, able to fight this in a complete 1v2 as he's healing up so much damage.
He's got that sheen.
Yeah, just in the 1v2, but it gets so much healing from ulting Orin, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's got the sheen and the Merc treads too in the Shaco and AP.
Oh, but Shaco is still here trying to help as
nuts.
Casual Pleb's gonna miss.
Oh
no! He misses it there, but it's gonna try to knock him up against the wall. Gets the kill as he claps him down, but now the mid lane getting shredded as Wheel Poco gets taken down by Bonkers. Jeffrey Crazy then ends up killing Too Good for Lima. The mid tower falls and HYG continues the onslaught.
Yep. A little too deep for Perfy, but still doing the Trundle job, pulling people away, letting your team make plays in the mid lane.
Oh boy. We got ourselves a game, gentlemen.
Oh, the pillar knocked him off? I thought the pillar came after, but yeah, I'm not sure. I really thought that ult would have hit, but the Orin still flashes, had to get up there to get the kill, fix him up anyways.
Freaking pillared.
The pillar, man.
What's our soul? Oh, it's a mountain soul. Unbelievable.
Script's broken.
Oh,
Everyone back from the ready room.
HYG's really gonna want this one, I feel. If you can get Perfy and TJ with a 4-stack Mountain Soul, oh man.
Be real nice.
Love me a mountain soul.
I can't forget Leona either. Alright, this mid tower is ready to fall.
Now, Perfy down that bot lane, ready to get that outer tower for himself.
But this is where I'm expecting the game to start changing. Like, notice how you have Bonkers up in the top side with no TP. You got Perfy down in the bot side. He has TP, but, you know, they're kind of alternating between the two. I'm ready to see what happens in a 4 versus 5 spot because Orin wants to be here for the 5v5 or the 5v4, definitely for team fights. And with this, I think this next Drake's gonna kind of show us what can these two teams do against one another. But now we do have the engage onto Marbra as they're trying to go ahead and shake him down. But it's not gonna be enough. And Director Camera decides that instead Casual Plebs is a lot more interesting as Perfy and TJ are right around the corner trying to chase him down, utilizing that box. Not gonna be enough. Casual Plebs still very annoying on the Shaco, but it's not really doing the annoyance factor that they were hoping from the Shaco.
Yeah, for sure. Save
Follow
pop
the
up and get
scripts,
a
guys.
couple of those early kills, but nothing too bad since then for HYG.
Didn't get as much done. Yeah,
Here we go. We getting a little solo
nice
fight
block.
as he tries to use the pillar to get him. TP coming in.
Teleport.
Perfy immediately gonna go ahead and back off.
Yeah, big Summer to force out and just gets to walk away. Looking for this Mountain Soul fight though.
Yeah, but we do have Ornn here. Ornn healing up with the Warmogs. He doesn't have much other resistances, which kind of...
Walking in the shake-up boxes.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to get some resistances coming out from the Ornn. Now that he has more armor, should be able to resist a lot more of the Trundle damage, a lot more of the Ezreal damage. We do have a lot of the lockdown trying to come out from the Lux. They're trying to get more of this, and instead it's only landing on Lima, but it's not landing onto the members that they want. Able to go around, not able to land anything, as Bonkers is able to take out Lima in the middle of that fight. That's exactly what they were hoping for. Bombadilicious is going to have to land, as he doesn't end up getting it, as he's snared. So he ends up getting lost, and that's going to be the big fight for the side of HYG as they're able to take him down. Bonkers getting the second kill of the fight, and he's going for more, but Will Poco able to take out so many from that backside, with Ebba able to get the big fight from the end, but Will Poco getting so much damage down. But here is Perfy on this Trundle. He was ready, and oh, Casual Plebs, look at him, double kill as he takes him out with a sneaky shift to the back, as that's gonna be an overall fight win for Bomba Bros. 2 members to 4 being lost, and this Drake being given to Bomba. Even though their gold is behind, they're showing that they can still win in these fights.
Yeah, that was really well played by Will
Oh,
there.
here's Perfy. Yep, use that.
Set up so well for that fight.
Yep. Oh no!
Yeah.
Perfy getting caught up and caught out as he's just getting slain. Another kill over to Will Poco. A little bit more gold. Now instead of sitting 4K gold up, they're 2K gold up for the side of HYG. Still their game to lose, but yeah, as Wiley said, Perfy done goofed.
Yeah, huge play for Bomba Bros. Also put themselves on soul point, so if they get that Mountain Soul, gonna make team fights even harder for HYG.
That's such a fast soul point. Too.
This
My
is
God.
this is a scary thing for if you're HYG. This is a scary situation to be in, and I'm not saying that it's like, oh, they're guaranteed to lose, but the fact that they're able to win out in these fights against you guys and start taking objectives even though being behind, that should be considerably worrisome for you. But LeBron gonna end up losing his life because he gets caught down by a lot of the CC there. That Lux just able to shred him.
Leona finally pops out of the Reptile, took it for a ride. That was in the top lane.
But you know, what I really like though is the Lux taking out Braum is actually a really good thing, because the Braum has been a very big factor in some of the protection needed for these two teams. And now they're looking for the Baron, yeah, and I think they actually can actually take it here.
Yeah, they gotta be really careful, they know they're on it.
Yeah, Casual now knows, so yep, TJ backing off. I think they're trying to get the same type of Baron bait that game one, that
Give him perfect time with the towers. Should be able to get this tier 2 potentially.
Yep, and now they're going right back to the Baron again. Splitting them up. This is exactly what HYG wants to do. This is how they like to play the game. The constant split. But they do have 4 members here, and FBot is trying to make his way around. But Delicious literally witnessing the Hailstrom special as they just look in the face of you and ends up taking the tower, and now he's going to start beating you down. But you have no minions to chase him down into that tower, so it might not be too smart to chase down that Ornn. But Perfy's still looking damn good on this Trundle.
What killed Thornmail into this Perfy, like, quick?
Yeah, Thornmail's not bad. You need a lot of items for the Ornn, really, and Perfy's just gonna hit the tower anyways, so...
Yeah.
They need someone else to help deal with this at this point.
And he can just keep doing this. He can literally just keep doing this. They're probably sitting there saying, Perfy, just keep going.
Yeah, he ulted him.
Ulted him just for the health so he could take an in-hit.
And now he's gonna fight him. And...
Alright, now you should back off. Perfect.
Yep. This is,
they're
gonna definitely ban that Trundle next game, just saying.
Right.
The only thing this does allow me to fight here.
I'm waiting for it. The Leona ult goes off, not gonna land on anybody, but instead, TJ uses the long-range ulti trying to get onto Casual Plebs, but instead the ult from him gonna deflect and evade. But Casual Plebs able to just walk around this jungle with no issue, utilizing the boxes, trying to find a really squishy member, and he's found one. He found the one he wants, but it's not gonna be enough. Instead, the clone's gonna have to end up getting his life taken. The fear being big as Will Poco goes on a killing spree, getting the double kill now. 2 members of the support and jungler are now taken out. This might actually be where it goes really well for them. Missing another ult for the Ornn, unfortunately, but that doesn't matter as we do have the Brand here, able to get a lot of damage down on the Perfy. Gonna take his life, and that is the Baron angle right there for the side of Bomba Bros. They're starting to swing the game around.
They might try to stop it here. Bonkers with the TP.
Bonkers with the TP. Yes, he can attempt to stop it, but 4 members. That's
Yeah.
4 members he has to go into. And that's the Ezreal ulti used. A lot of damage coming from the Lux. He's at least going to be able to take 1, right? Hopefully so. But it doesn't end up being that. And instead, his life's going to get traded for F-Bot's life. Bonkers takes 1. But at what cost? Will Poco gaining another kill, going for the rampage now as he's taking 4 straight kills from the last fight.
Oh no, Poco going off.
Pleb's actually showing how ridiculous he is at the Shaco. Timed the clone getting too far away from him to pop up in the middle enemy team, so they thought the clone was him.
Yeah.
And then just set them up to win that fight and get this Baron. Huge plays from Casual.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like how well he evaded that, like you said. And then he put that clone right in the middle. Got, what was that, a triple, if not a quadra fear there? He put it right in the middle. That was perfect.
That was honestly huge for them.
This inhibitor does allow the red team too, with no objectives up necessarily. I mean, you have a Mountain Soul, but they don't need it. They have 3 dragons. They can wait a dragon or 2 if they need to farm these minions, these inhibitor minions. And if you put a carry on those, you could get Wheel Poco an extra free, lots of farm and XP, just farming those minions casually.
No,
Exactly.
No objectives on the map. No reason.
trying to match Perfy gets pillared.
Oh no,
They
he's
switched
getting
him
chased down.
Goodbye.
Not gonna be enough. And that's just Perfy taking him down. I'm sorry.
And
You
nobody
should've
else was
flashed
coming
away
up.
and ran.
Perfy gets
They're
another
trying
inhib. Oh, no, gets the TP.
Oh no, we got the TP coming in, but we do
Oh,
have
missed.
Wheel doing a
No.
lot of damage
Whoa.
onto this Drake. And they're trying to get the clone to take it. TJ's gonna be trying to take it, but red team gets the soul. And now here's the fight. Exhausted in the middle of everybody. Gonna use the ult, trying to drop on the Wheel Poco. Not gonna be enough. Feathers fly, being dropped, pulling in. And so many people. Leona gets the shutdown. Overall fight, they take the soul, but the win is going over for the fight to HYG. Perfy ends up getting slain. If they had the Ornn there, that might have been the difference for the fight going over to the Bomba Bros. But they needed someone to answer up in that top side. So now it's just gonna be an overall win for HYG.
Yep,
Perfy,
Perfy. Team fighting
got the
by
inhib.
split pushing, drawing people to him. I like it.
He got the inhib too up there.
Yep, did what he wanted to do.
HYG looking like they're trying to just push straight into the base, but Casual Pleb's gonna end up taking out the enemy jungler as he flashes, tries to get the Q, not gonna be enough. Ult's coming up momentarily. You two don't want to be too close. He's able to get a double kill as Lux ends up losing his life, but the Jeffrey Crazy gonna be able to take out the Brand, but losing his life to the Ornn, and they're gonna be able to continue pushing out this lane now. These fights are going way too even for HYG still being ahead.
Yeah, it was a little greedy. I think they were looking to get a little more, but didn't see the respawn timers were pretty short still.
I do like that Wiley's calling out a lot of these different things that are going on in the map, such as them going bot to try to attempt to get the Nexus there. But as you said, cooldown, the timers for their deaths were way too short, and once they got there, it was just basically another 3v3 fight waiting to happen. If he wants to match, yeah, no, you're right, Melkor. Oh, welcome, Melkor. I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, no, definitely right. The Rylai's would help a lot right now, but he's trying to go for the Grievous Wounds, it feels. At least having the Oblivion Orb there, and, oh no, there's the Giant's Belt, so the Rylai's, it looks like, is being built. So it looks like he just went for the Grievous Wounds plus Rylai's. So at the very least, we can get that. But we do see the, oh no, they ended up getting it, never mind. I thought that the Will Poco got the red buff there, and that would definitely help. Lux needs the Q onto someone, not the Braum, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, but at least she's getting it. She gets it there, but it's not going to mean anything as the feathers fly. Call him back. Not going to be able to call them back and stun, and they'll be able to lock him up. That time she does, and the Wheel Poco now able to escape, but so many people might end up losing their lives as Jeffrey Crazy ends up getting the Ezreal ult, landing onto them, and now the Lux able to take them out. More members being slain as HYG is able to take them out, but Domination Nation goes for Casual Plebs as he's getting taken though. TJ able to shut him down as he gets the one kill, 3 for 1, and they can at this point. They have to be able to, even though Brand and Ornn are still on, I think they can definitely do it. Yep, shove 4v2 bot. They should be able to take this game.
Brand should be able to clear this wave.
Oh,
nice.
I feel really bad for Bomba Delicious here. Able to miss it, but Perfy getting slain there as the kill goes over to Edbot. A lot of this damage coming out from Brand is starting to really hurt.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Went a little too far without the rest of his team to back him up.
Yeah, got a little bit too hyphy about winning this series.
I just thought about something, guys. We have a little something called Elder Drake coming up, and if the objectives keep going the way that they have been, this could actually be HYG's fight to lose.
Yeah.
Like, they could potentially lose this entirely. The securing of objectives that has been done by the side of Bomba Bros has been top-notch. all 4 games.
And now notice that HYG, right, they have that gold lead, but notice, like I said, those 2 inhibs went down, they've been farming them. Look at the levels. You've got Bomba Delicious up in the top lane at level 17. You have a 2-level lead in the mid lane now between the
The
Brand
ornaments
and
have
the
came out
Lux.
for everybody.
You've got a 2-level lead in the jungle. You know, yeah, you got ornaments coming out now because he has all those levels. Like, he's got a level lead on the Trundle who took 2 inhibs, right? He's got the bounty. The Ornn has the bounty, even though his team is behind.
That's absolutely insane. At this point, and they're now starting to slowly eke up. The 2K gold lead that has been held for so long is now starting to slowly eke down. It's sitting at about 1.4K now. They're going to keep continuously trying to bring this lead, but they have to always be careful of Perfy on this Trundle.
Yeah, you still got to be careful. It's not that he's not a threat, but
That split push threat is still very much there.
Yeah, we see also the full Thorn Mail coming through for the Ornn, stopping a lot of that healing Trundle's been liking to have.
Gonna get harder and harder. If he gets, it looks like he might be going for last there, or second to last there with that Frozen Heart, make Trundle's life really hard.
Right.
Slow down that auto attack speed. Oh, here he goes though.
Yep, now they're actually fighting, but Bomba Delicious is actually doing pretty well. He's able to get the inhib, and I do like the fact that he got the inhib and just walked away. Didn't bother taking the fight. While all that damage goes right onto the clone, they jump on the casual pleb. They want to take the jungler out, but all of those boxes are able to stop his will. Poco come from behind. That's what I was talking about. The nuisances, whether it's the boxes or it's the Shaco in general, that is just so much to deal with. Perfy can't even do the split push now. He has 2 people chasing him down, and they only need 3 members to be able to take this Baron. I know that TJ was hoping to hit that to be able to ult in and maybe be able to steal that Baron, but now the gold lead once again swinging right back over to Bomba Bros.
Yeah, it's starting to look risky as Elders popping up soon, as Bomba Bros have the priority right now. So, getting a little dicey here for HYG as they're trying to extend the series.
You must have stopped by the UPS store to get all those boxes. Fully agreed.
Yeah, I would have not been ready for that either. Think you got the Shaco caught. He's got 30 boxes behind him.
It's another Teemo, basically. Could you imagine Teemo and Shaco in the same game? Jeez. And that's the thing, because that's why some players who are really good at Teemo, that's why most people say, like, oh, you're good at Teemo. It's because of the map control that Teemo allows for. And that's big. Okay, we have the TP being used now. Bomba, it looks like F-Bot's using it. Yep. There we go.
Trundle should TP top and just look down.
Yep, there's the ping for it right there. But they able to go ahead and start getting them down. TJ being shredded, almost being taken out. He's not going to be able to help with any more fighting as they take out the Elder Drake. And it ends up slaying him as the burn from Brand takes out TJ. They just got to be careful. If Perfy can TP, Perfy has TP almost back up. Now he has it. So they just got to be careful. But double Uber buffs from for the side of Bomba Bros at this point. Yeah, so like at this point, oh no, triple Uber buffs at this point. They got Mountain, Elder, and Baron at this moment. So if they could just push down in this mid lane, it'll be very hard for them to compete. Like, I think this might be Bomba's game.
They can't get through the warm shield.
Come on. Oh, yep, there he goes. He hits it.
Ooh, the
feathers fly, pulled in, going in, and that immediately gets Elder pop. But that's gonna be the Xayah losing her life. So that might be the fight that right now HYG is looking for, trying to go ahead and use it. But the Elder Drake is still in play, so it's gonna be really hard if he's able to get some of this damage down.
They're controlling the wave.
Nicely done, but they're just looking to try to get. All they need is just one tank to start tanking the turret to get them through. There we go. But TJ, though, the clone ends up losing his life, but it's not gonna be casual plebs. They can just start pushing down this bot lane at this point. Just
look
get
at
the.
Perfy, look at him. Dude, look, he's gonna commit, dude. He's gonna go full mid. Watch this. Watch it. He's gonna literally take us in him before somebody responds to this.
I think Bomba Delicious is getting ready to TP up there, though. Yep, there he goes. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. And then we have Evbot going back. Yep, so they're just going to keep that strategy. Brand plus Delicious. Going to be able to go ahead and shred down Perfy, even with him competing against Delicious here.
Elder.
And yep, here he is. Elder, don't want to get burned. Going to take a lot of HP. Whoa, buddy. 1200 healing right there at one go. Nicely done. But TJ doesn't realize that Casual's there. He's not going to burn him. That shield coming through with the Stair Axe is going to be able to save his life.
Yeah, I agree. The flash forward got the kill, but was pretty bad for Wheel Poker to die there on that push.
Yeah. He saw the end. He saw the end of the series, and he just full sent.
Yeah, like,
Looks like
at this point, he's
HYG
like,
was able to wait out that Elder, so we'll have to see if they can still find a way to make it game 4.
they're right now in the quiet time or the boring times, because at this moment there's nothing really going on. There's not another major objective up for another 2.5 minutes. So it's gonna be here we go. That's as balanced as our justice system.
Serpentine.
Oh, here we go. Now there's still an Elder buff on Delicious though, so he hasn't completely waited it out yet. Oh, there it goes. Now it's gone. Yeah, but now Perfy attempting to go ahead and walk away, but here comes Evbot, and that's the thing. You can't keep constantly doing that. You can't keep fighting him here when you know that Evbot's gonna be there, ready and waiting. But he ends up dodging out on the Ornhorn, not gonna be able to get him. So Evbot can't do anything else. Perfy able to walk away.
Yeah, if that ulted hit, probably dead Perfy, but lucky for him, sidestepped it nicely.
I do like that Wiley's calling it out. They do just need to wait this out. They just gotta wait it out. It's not completely lost, even though inhibs are starting to open up for the side of HYG. This is not a completely down and out game, but Casual Plebs and the rest of the team now sitting at 5k gold up. This is starting to look a little bleak.
Late game Lux, late game Ezreal can maybe get something done, but yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Oh, TJ getting some of that bouncing damage. If they had the Elder, that would have potentially been the end of his life. But now it's just gonna be this top lane being pushed in, and they are in the right place at the right time. Will Poco does have the what's it called? He has the Guardian Angel, so it's gonna be really hard to kill him. Not gonna be able to get the last auto off. Are you serious? That's so unfortunate as Casual is being seen by Perfy. Perfy looking for him. They get the inhib, so now blue team's inhibitor in the mid lane has been destroyed. They're gonna now be... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage coming out from Will Poco, even onto Perfy. Casual Plebs now finds Perfy, ignites, able to go ahead and start taking him down. He's trying to get him, and he uses the clone, trying to sit there, take him. Gonna be able to slay his life as he ends up taking him. Casual Plebs now going down, sent to the gray screen. Perfy getting that kill. Lima not gonna be able to do anything, looking like he's gonna end up losing his life. Flashes over. Will Poco not afraid as he drops the feathers, looking to call them back in case they chase, but the rest of the team is here. Baron up in less than 30 seconds. This is the fight that they're gonna be looking for, but Casual Plebs is well above that death timer, so him getting there not gonna be fast enough. This might be the fight that HYG is looking for. Oh no, stunned up Marbra, poor boy. Will Poco now taking another kill, 12-5 on this Xayah. This is absolute, that's not what you want, is to be down another member, especially one of your face tanks that needs to be able to absorb a lot of this damage. Now, it is a 4v4, 5v4 once the Shaco is up, and the Baron's kind of looking like it's going over the side of Bomba Bros.
Perfy's trying so hard.
Bad decision from Leona. Knew that the team was topside jungle and decided to face check the bush.
Two-manning it right off the bat.
And I think they possibly can. And if they anything, they have the tanks there and F-bot to also be able to pincer. So yeah, red team is able to two-man the Baron and they end up taking it and they're going straight for the Elder.
Yeah, it's a full build Xayah. I like it, like you said, for that GA over the any sort of lifesteal though. So any damage done is give or take kind of permanent.
Will Poco has the confidence in his team. He probably has it also in his runes, probably
He's
for
got Fleet and the blood.
Yeah, bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense why he's. You know, it's a little bit of lifesteal, but it's just enough for him to feel comfortable. Okay, let's see if this Ornhorn can hit. Not gonna land, but right now, Evbot landing a lot of damage onto Perfy. Perfy caught in between three members. He's trying to at least take one with him, but it's not gonna be enough as Bomba Delicious goes on a killing spree, able to take down with a 3v1. And the Elder now looking like it's going over to Bomba. Are they gonna be able to fight? Is HYG able to do anything against them? I don't think they can. And it's looking like right now, Bomba Bros is really trying to take this.
Another Elder.
That's unfortunate. The Elder gets taken, and Lima now looking for somebody as Evbot looks for others. He's sitting there right behind his support. He's supporting them there, but it's looking like instead Will Poco finding it, and Evbot gonna be able to take the kill with the Elder Drake and the burn. And that is right now looking like potentially the game is gonna be the ender here. Casual Plebs finding Bonkers and is looking to take the life as he slows him down. Zonya's gonna be used, but it's not gonna be enough. Trying to get away. Elder's looking to take the life as Casual Plebs ends up taking out Lux and the tower falls. The Nexus is also gonna follow suit. That is the series. Those are the games. Unfortunately, the 3-0 goes through. The curse continues as Bomba Bros is your season Season 4 Valhalla champions!
Oh,
The
shit.
shirt was correct. Got the 3-0 going on.
The shirt.
The
The
shirt.
fucking shirt.
The shirt! Give me my skulls. 4 seasons, 4 3-0s, poggers. Like, the shirt.
Nice, dude. I jumped all the way up to 14k skulls today. I started at 4k, jumped all the way up to 14.
I think I'm ending the day completely even. I started the day at 20k, and I'm ending the day at. Actually, no, I ended up the day on 21.3. So you know what? That's fine by me.
Oh my gosh, what a series.
Ended up a lot of those early fights not going the way for TJ on the rec side. Wasn't really able to get going. And really well played casual plebs. Had the numbers this game. I think really did a good job game 1 and 2 enabling the big games from Evbot and Wheel Poco. But
it did not feel like that Shaco was doing that much damage, but then the end game stats say otherwise.
I think we'll get the MVP vote going on. Who was our finals MVP for Bomba Bros?
Do we get a vote as casters?
Of course we do.
Oh yeah, of course. The Lux was supernaturally attracted to Braum all game.
My vote there is just for casual, man. I gotta throw a vote casual's way for MVP. What a great series. Wheel Poco was really good too. Evbot had their pop-off games, but just I don't know, man.
I was not expecting a 3-0.
It's a new season, same script.
Yeah.
We know we have to write more if we go past 3 games, you know.
Yeah, 5 games is too much, and you got to get dragons lined up again. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, and they already screwed up. Didn't give us the Hex Soul for game 3.
Yeah.
Come on now.
We had to end it. Yeah.
Oh, even Wiley's calling out Casual was the MVP. So let's go ahead and get those votes in, guys. It seems like the majority are voting for Casual, and I think that is probably the clear MVP.
I feel like you could definitely make a
Wheel Poco argument as well.
Yeah.
Evbot in that very first game was definitely a big factor. Let's be real here. But all the recency bias is saying Casual. I think it was a lot of Casual's play alongside of. I honestly, Bomba Delicious definitely did a very good job as well. The whole team in general did a really good job. But I do like seeing some of these votes come through.
Even in game 1 and 2, where it was on more of the tank champs like the Ramison and Mumu, he wasn't getting a bunch of kills, but he was setting up a bunch of those fights, helped facilitate some of those quadra kills for Evbot.
The dunk under tower. Ramus,
Wheel Poco.
Yeah, it's just the amount of control, the objective control, just a lot of key plays.
Freak
but
MVP.
I don't know, man. You could
Sure, Freak gave too much love to ADCs. Now we get to see them actually contribute to the game.
Solid series though. Good play from, even though it was a 3-0, that was really well played by the side of HYG as well.
And they got progressively better game by game. Like that's what makes it even crazier is that we saw like some of the gaps that HYG was having in previous games. They started closing those up. And that's why the third game really had me thinking like this was going game 4 because they were really starting to like bring it up. But then some glimpses of the old HYG started showing where the early game transitions slightly into the mid game, but then it starts to falter a lot as the other team starts to figure them out or their macro starts to falter a little bit. And it's unfortunate to see, but it looks like Bomba Bros is the boy band of the official real boy band of Valhalla now. They claim the crown.
In skill and real life.
So can as we wrap up here, give some details maybe for the next season and signups and everything that's coming through as we transition.
We have signups for Season 5 out there. We've been doing our in-houses to help with salarying for next season, so be sure to get signed up if you want to play in Valhalla for Season 5. We'll be looking for captains, so that's also on the sign-up, and just looking to have a lot of fun, so
yeah.
For sure. We're gonna do the interview, see if Casual is available.
Yeah, that's read my mind.
Yep, he ends up winning the MVP vote. 47% of the votes in total goes over to Casual Plebs. congratulations for being the MVP of the series and the MVP. Basically, you just won Finals MVP. So now you congratulations. A whole team interview. If the I mean I don't have moderation to do that, so we
That's
can
a lot of
hold.
cooks in the kitchen. It's a lot of.
Yeah, that can actually lead to a whole lot of craziness. We're not about to turn this into a seer episode.
I don't even know.
Well, Casual said he's tired. He's going to bed. So we'll pull up Wheel Poco. He was there for the trash talk and the seer. Can see what he has to say for the victory.
I didn't even vote in the poll. Whoops.
The
Uh,
sweep for Bomber Bros to take that
I'm
is
up.
absolute insanity.
What up,
There
Poco?
he is.
Hey, what's up?
How's that win feel?
That
How's
was
the end of the
the
season feel?
easiest 3-0 of my life.
Easy.
The easiest.
Ooh.
proving that NSYNC was beating Backstreet Boys once again.
Listen, Freak made ADC good. I made it look good. That's all that matters.
Yeah. What's the plan going forward? Another season? Another win?
I don't know.
What's
My redemption arc's complete, so I don't know where to go from here.
And well, now you got to go back down to rock bottom so you can have another.
Yeah,
arc.
so I think what I have to do is I have to int next season.
okay?
It's the only way.
Yeah.
I got to drop back down and then build back up.
Alright, so we'll hit up Freak. Tell him to nerf 80 carry to the
Yeah.
ground right
Are,
after.
are you going to Disney World?
Yeah, no. Hot Guy said that he's taking us with him.
Hawkeye's
So
taking you. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
he's taking the whole winning team. So I figured
Sweet,
we're all
sweet.
going.
Poco
So do the
Ribbons, Hard
coaches
Work.
and casters get to go too, or?
You'll
Right,
have to
do we-
talk to. He's only got 3 rooms.
Poco said you're gonna become a Riven one trick in top lane now.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. I'm
Okay.
probably the best Riven you've ever seen.
Gotta be.
Oh man, tell
Oh,
me,
yeah?
tell me what were you thinking with those call starts? You know, a little bit
So-
greedy, a little bit selfish, but it worked.
So game 1, when we scared them off from laning against us, when they thought that they weren't going to be able to do anything, I was like, oh, they're just not going to interact with me all game, so I'm going to build the call, and I get the free gold at the end of the.
The
Each
shirt
laning
never
phase.
lies.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Good thinking. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if people aren't gonna fight you, just
Free
farm
gold.
up. Yeah. Except
Um,
y'all were doing a lot of fighting.
Yeah. Game 2, they left the Zeri open, and I thought it would be a nice meme to play Zeri because I don't play that champion. But I heard she was really good right now, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna pick that up, and we coin flipped a lot in that game.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. That call really punishing you. With that quadra kill going over to the Kaiser.
This will be your
I-
new team logo, the 3-0.
I got one back though, so it was
Yeah, yeah.
kind of okay. I think I
You
ended
got-
up getting a double and then a triple kill right after that, so it kind of
Uh-huh.
worked out.
Got that redemption arc, but hey, good series, man.
Yeah, well
Thanks.
played.
I'm sure you guys are glad
Congratulations
to-
on the victory.
Take a break. Maybe at Disney World, maybe not, but you know.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Crystal
message
Hawkeye's
Hot
house.
Guy.
all the losing teams should be coming back from Cancun as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. good.
That's an NBA joke. NBA joke.
Yeah, a lot of money in league. No.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless.
Want to have any final words before we close out?
Yeah,
Plug something.
as Double Lift has said, everyone else is trash.
There you go.
There you go. Well,
I'm out.
thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate you being here, and check out the signups. Check out the TikTok Beard has made. Toss us your Prime subs if you have them, and have a good night.
Have a good
Have
night,
a good
everybody.
night. Bye.
That's the end of season 5 or season 4. Getting ready for season 5.
Ready for a nap.